Baldy out today.
I hit the wrong intro. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Fun Speculation. Mav here. We have more showcase season coverage for you right here, right now, leading up to the Ubisoft Forward conference. Later today, we'll also have the Capcom showcase as well. What a day it was yesterday. And I think it's going to be even better now, because now that the Star Wars Outlaws was officially announced at the Xbox showcase, they have said that it's going to be here today with gameplay as well. That's a lot to look forward to with this new Ubi Massive game, Snowdrop engine, new Star Wars story, all that kind of stuff. As well as we know that Crew Motorfest is going to be here. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is going to be here. Assassins Creed Mirage is going to be here. So this could be the best Ubisoft show in years. Way different than last year's Skull and Bones fiasco that they had mixed with some of the other stuff that they were showing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. The hype is still going on for showcase season. I want to thank everybody who's been tuning into our showcase season coverage along the way. And we ain't done yet. We're trying to bring you as much stuff as we possibly can. So I appreciate you being here. You guys absolutely rock in this community. And thanks for taking part with Fun Speculation. Right now, here I am joined by Jasper. What's up, Jasper?
Yo, how's it going? Yeah, I can't wait for Ubisoft to get started. Every year they give me hope that they're going to have a good show, and they always let me down. But this year is the biggest potential that they have to have a good show for me, at least. So
yeah,
I'm hoping they can deliver on that.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a good chance, man. I think there's a good chance. We'll see how much time XDefiant and Heartland and Skull and Bones and those games take. I have a feeling there's going to be some strange absences today, and they're going to focus on some of these other games people are actually really excited about. So looking forward to that. Hey, Steel Rain is joining us here as well, who's been part of our coverage here with the Fun Spec fam. Appreciate you as well, Steel. And are you excited for this show?
I don't know if I'm excited. I'm kind of hoping, and I don't want anybody to like lose jobs or anything. But there was a game that I play tested that I'm not very happy with them releasing. And I hope they kind of say, hey, you know what? That one game that we were going to make, we're not making anymore. But more than likely, they're still going to end up releasing it. But I do hope...
Is that an XDefiant game?
No, it's not XDefiant.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I'm under NDA, so I can't say which particular game, unfortunately. But I will say, have you guys ever played Assassin's Creed Black Flag?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Oh,
game.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
I
yeah, it
love
was-
Black
it's-
Flag.
Yeah. It's something along those lines, but I don't know. But anyway,
Okay, I got you.
I'm really looking forward to the Star Wars.
He played Rayman.
Yeah, it was Rayman. It was a Rayman spinoff that was coming. But no, I'm really looking forward to the Star Wars, especially after yesterday. There's some hype, really some super hype built off of that. But I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, man. And we got 3-Bit joining us now. I'm getting buffering on this damn video for some reason.
Hey,
Oh,
yeah,
mine's
mine was
live.
doing the same.
Yours is doing the same?
3-Bit.
Okay.
No,
It
mine's
was.
live.
It stopped.
Oh.
You
It's
guys
good
can hear
now.
me, right?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
I can hear you
Okay.
now, my good sir.
You have to rejoin Discord or something, F.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'll leave the activity. and
it's
come back
going
in.
it's going again. It's going
There
again.
you go.
What's up, 3-Bit?
Yeah,
How's it
I'm-
going, man?
Pretty good, man. Technically, I'm working right now, so no camera.
Yeah.
It's all
But,
good. You can do your thing and watch at the same time.
Yep. But it's good to be here. We ran Diablo for a while last night. I was having a blast with that game. It's gonna be a interesting game of the year conversation, especially when Starfield comes out. But looking forward to the Ubisoft Forward
Yeah.
showcase. It's gonna be a great time. I've been catching up on a lot of different live streams. I was watching the Giant Bomb one with Phil. It was very good. You guys
Yeah.
should.
I'm gonna
check
fully
that
watch
out.
that later.
Yeah, there's a lot of little snippets of info because they're just being very candid
Mhm.
with
Hmm.
Phil and definitely
Like
good interview. So
like
Yeah.
Phil saying, "Why didn't you believe that wasn't gameplay?"
They keep having to reiterate that. It's crazy, man. But like nobody believed it. And yeah, I be honest with you. I understand kind of why nobody believed it because it was pretty unfucking believable. Right? I mean, that's just showed that well, I think. And it's the kind of thing that I think we've all been waiting and asking for. Like, when are these games gonna really take that leap? You know?
Right.
And they finally show one, and nobody's like, that ain't fucking real, man. That's no way. That's CGI. It's it's in game.
I'm gonna be honest. So I worked on different biomes, different areas of the lighting on Fable, and those areas looked incredible. Absolutely incredible. And seen early things of the trailer, but I think when I finally seen it in like totality with everybody, even I was like, oh dang.
Yeah.
You know, it's just different when you get to see a product. Like you work on it in pieces, right? And you just hope for the best, that people will like it and everything. But when I seen this showcase, like when fully complete, you know, it's amazing. So shout out to the team over there. But yeah, it's gameplay. That's what the game's gonna look like, you guys. So I'm super impressive. It's next gen to me. You know, that and Hellblade visually are incredible. So
yeah. And one of the surprises of the showcase yesterday was the Star Wars game. We knew that Massive was working on a Star Wars game for a while now. They had officially actually announced that they were 2 years ago or so, I think. And we haven't seen it or known what it was or any of that stuff. And then we got the surprise drop of it at the Xbox showcase, deciding to have that there and then hold off the gameplay for their own showcase. That's a good way of doing things, I think. You know, give Xbox, you know, something, and then you have people a reason to look forward to today's show as well, right? So they clarified also some of the details. It is a story based experience where you play, I forget the character's name, but it's a new character you're going to play as. And it takes place between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi as well.
Good time.
So
it's an open world game too, apparently.
Open world, which makes sense for Snowdrop, I think, right? That engine is one of the best engines in gaming with detail and stuff. So there's actually going to be a couple of Snowdrop games here though today, because we're also going to finally get to see more of Avatar, and I'm expecting gameplay of that as well, because it's time for us to really get a good look at that game. And we'll see what kind of stage it's in, and when maybe we'll even get a release stage for Avatar. So Ubi Massive is pulling some heavy weight there at Ubisoft right now with two of their more anticipated games. What we do know about Avatar is it's kind of like a Far Cry style game somewhat. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing that too. Oh, we got this
Yeah,
little
they're gonna have
pre-show.
a 15-minute pre-show, so it's it's gonna be how Ubisoft does it when they talk to fans and stuff.
Yeah. Ubisoft has been getting a lot of smoke the last couple of years because all their live service stuff that they've been experimenting with and failing at behind the scenes with inside tests and all these kind of things. But based on what we know is going to be here, this show is going to have a different focus. Even Crew Motorfest is something that I think people are looking forward to if you're a racing game fan. And then also Assassin's Creed Mirage, which when we saw the last trailer for that, I think it looked really impressive. I think it looked like a traditional style Assassin's Creed game, taking it back to its roots. It was what a lot of people wanted, and this is going to be that time kind of where Assassin's Creed kind of splits off maybe into two separate styles of franchises, where we have the big, huge, massive ones that are basically big-time RPGs, and then we have these more traditional Assassin's Creed games. I'm looking at the style of this presentation, 3-bit. This is giving me VGHD vibes for some of your presentations you've done in the past.
Stole some of my files.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the "Let's all go to the movie."
Yeah, you stupid. Hey, dude, that's funny as fuck. That's super funny.
I probably gotta. My Discord crashed, and I probably gotta watch it on YouTube, or maybe try to. I don't know what's happening with Discord, but yeah, someone said in chat if Just Dance shows up, you probably should mute it.
Oh yeah, Just Dance, Brock Smith, if any of those things end up showing up.
I hope those things don't show up. I mean, at this point, I don't know. Are people still playing those games?
Playing what?
Like Just Dance?
Yeah, it's big, man.
It's still big.
A lot of people buy it. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised.
It's pretty big. I think it has its community, and it's big in that community. But like outside of that, a lot of people don't talk about it.
So it sells pretty well for them for
yeah.
I guess that's all that matters.
Yep.
They're still marketing Rainbow Six Siege right now. Crazy.
Yeah. When map's coming.
When is it time for them to do a new one?
They said it was supposed to be a 10-year game, so it came out in 2015, I think. So
yeah, I mean they did do Rainbow Six Extraction, which was kind of like, I mean it was a good game. I liked it, but
yeah, we had a good time with it.
Yeah, it wasn't the biggest game.
I mean the thing is, Rainbow Six Siege is probably their most successful live service game they've had.
Yeah, for sure, and they're in season 8 now. So
they doing Just Dance on Xbox.
You put your phone in your pocket or whatever. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's what is out of those games is everybody's most anticipated Star Wars now?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, is there even a question? Is Steele's gonna be like, I'm excited for Crew Motorfest?
Yeah, I wish. I didn't play the other crews, man. I never gave them a shot either, so I don't know if they're good or bad or whatever.
Yeah,
it's one of those things where it's like I have Horizon, so why would I go play that kind of scenarios? I do like the concept of them using like the United States and trying to make it seem like it takes a certain amount of time. But I think you even made the point before, Mav. It's like you take certain areas like Dallas or whatever the case, and you don't really bring it to life.
Yeah,
you're not really immersing the players in the experience if you don't take the time.
Looks like a
really
shitty version of these cities that nobody wants to be in. You know what I mean? Like it's not even like
make me want to try
all the landmarks, nothing like that either. Like, but I you know what? I'll give smoke to Flight Sim for that too, right? Because they really focus on some, like, I understand it's crazy detail, but like the city that I want to see, it's like very undetailed, like just boxes. You know what I mean?
And I think. I don't know how Flight Sim works on Xbox. I'd assume it works similar, but I thought that because it is based off of like Google Maps and whatnot and all the real-time data.
Flight Sim is based off Bing Maps, and
Bing Maps.
Okay. You can import Google Maps on PC, but the way they get really high detailed cities is they use Bing Street View, and Bing Street View is only like in a couple cities. It's not like Google Street View where it's everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
So they do like updates to certain areas that are popular
Gotcha.
buy or stuff like that. Where it's there, but they'll make it like really detailed, essentially, like specific.
I know, like my city is like 10 years out of fucking date. So.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. It's interesting. I think that Calarie, shout out to Calarie, made a mention that Crew is in Hawaii this time, right? So I wasn't aware of that, but if that's the case, then that does add some hype for me. Hawaii is usually really fun to play in one of these types of games, right? So, one of my favorite was Test Drive Unlimited, which was in Hawaii, which is pretty badass. There is a new Test Drive game coming out at some point as well. So, I think the team that made Crew, a lot of them were former devs from Test Drive back in the day. So, kind of interesting.
I'm looking forward to Mirage. Jasper did kind of spoil me, but if that's the same video that's gonna be, but
they put that out on YouTube like a couple of hours after it leaked.
Oh, they did. Okay.
I assume that we're probably gonna get something new here.
Right.
Yeah, I'm kind of conflicted on Mirage at the same time, because I'm like, they are finally doing what I've been asking them to do for years.
Right.
It's like a smaller version of,
Yeah.
That's the thing that's kind of like, man, it's a smaller version of what I've been asking them for years. But I am excited for it. I've been wanting Assassin's Creed to be Assassins and about the Creed again.
The cool thing with that game is they're going to give you a blue-gray filter so you can make it look like the first game.
Yeah,
they're showing footage of it right
wow.
now. It's pretty impressive.
Well, they're showing footage of I think Unity or whatever.
Oh, is that Unity?
That's the older game.
Yeah, that's an old ass game.
Well, no, Unity still looks so impressive though, because like it was like really too detailed for the generation which they launched. That's why it launched in such a rough state. But that game is amazing. What we can anticipate here at the Ubisoft Forward conference is, I'll make some predictions here. We're going to see two hosts. One's going to be a male, one's going to be a female.
Oh, okay.
They're going to stand in a weird set, and they're going to keep looking at different camera directions for the duration of the show.
Xbox was doing that yesterday.
And we're going to see about 30% of them and about 10% of other people talking, and then 20% games.
Oh, okay.
My math didn't add up there, but
yeah,
you can fill in the rest.
About 70. I don't know what happened to the other 30, but
I'm at 60% right now. I have no clue with the other 40. But you know what I mean. Like usually, I've had criticisms of their presentation style of these showcases the last few years. They're kind of cringy as hell.
Yeah,
so
very cringy.
I'm just hoping maybe they move past it. Maybe they've heard the feedback, and I hope we don't get 5 minutes of let's talk about a super fan that's became a developer, in the pre-show here. So we'll see. That was last year. Will we see any abandoned warehouses with graffiti on the walls in any of the presentations?
Oh yeah, the Ubisoft got to save money somewhere. They can't afford nice offices, so they got to go abandoned warehouse and film.
We're here in our abandoned warehouse here. Oh, they're showing Skull and Bones now, or now Heartland.
It's just a sizzle reel.
Okay, so is this maybe what we can look forward to at this show? Maybe.
Yeah, well, that's
Probably.
what it's looking like. That's what
it says. Ubisoft Creators Program, so maybe they're like letting YouTubers play it or something.
Oh yeah. You almost feel like they're listening too much to creators and some of the people now that are playing the games and stuff. It's like, let's just throw it out there and develop it with the community behind the scenes, and everybody has different opinions. You know what I mean? So it's kind of weird. Goat Reviews asked, do we see reports saying ABK deal could close this week? I have seen that. I don't know exactly where those sources are coming from, but I have seen a couple of people that have been covering ABK pretty heavily tweet that they could close as soon as today or later this week. Actually,
I know Tom Warren, he was gonna live tweet it, but then they shut down the live stream today. The judge or whatever at the tribunal was like, too many people are watching on this and reporting on it, so we're gonna shut down the live stream. you can still listen to it, I think. And then
Yeah.
the CMA revealed Microsoft's cloud user numbers, and they weren't supposed to do that. So they just said, for anyone who heard that, just forget that number. You're not supposed to hear that.
That's funny. What were they? Did you see?
I didn't. He told
Can't be
people
that
not to
high.
report on it, so I didn't see.
They
the
weren't that
numbers,
high.
but
Yeah.
It could, yeah. I don't imagine it. I don't know, man. With all the conflicting numbers and they, like the rumors that they were combining Game Pass numbers with cloud numbers, and I hope that they didn't continue to do that, and we actually got some real numbers, because I think the first real number we heard from like cloud users, wasn't it like 5,000 or something like that? Like it was some small number in comparison to like the actual user base.
Yeah, it was very small compared to, but it was just for UK as well, right? So
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yep, been hearing a lot of reports about that. It could close and today or tomorrow, which is by the FTC
Would be dope.
trying to speed
That
up.
would be dope. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're trying to file an injunction, and then Microsoft kind of wants that to happen so they could get in front of a judge, see their claims are kind of crazy, and then they could close it even earlier. So
well, you know,
see.
Post Up said they close in the US and maybe even the UK on Twitter. So I don't know, what they're.
He also reported next to that the FTC knows that, and they're like trying to do what they can. But
I think that's why Phil was wearing a Texan shirt, because he's like confident they're getting this shit closed.
Yeah, I think that was a message as well.
Yeah,
you know, when Phil shows up with a shirt on, it's usually like, hey, this is coming, right?
Yeah, he does things very intentionally.
Yeah,
same thing with the shelf and how he plays it off, and it's like things end up coming down the line. And you're like, oh, okay, Phil. Well.
And I think it's also a message on the intentions of what he plans on doing with ABK if they close it, and bringing back some of these IPs and stuff like that are beloved. So that's what they said before, and that's what a lot of us would hope for. Not just to be all about Call of Duty and Candy Crush and stuff, and free up some of those developers to make other experiences that you can bolster Game Pass with, right? Like you can bolster the ecosystem with even more IPs. And guess what? A lot of those ones, you ain't got to worry about putting those on other platforms, right? Like this, a lot of that language before was just about the cloud and Call of Duty, but they didn't make any concessions, I don't believe, officially with Call of Duty to the EC regarding bringing it to PlayStation, right? So the cloud services is different, right? Because you're still you can buy those in the Xbox's ecosystem and just play them on whatever cloud service you want, right? Whereas, you know, PlayStation, it's just going to be interesting, man. I feel like obviously there are going to be, you know, Call of Duty is going to stay multi-plat and all that stuff. It just makes sense, like they've said many times. But as those other IPs, who knows what they're going to do with, right? So, man, what is this? Is Riders Republic? Was this a flop for them, or is it a success?
Not Riders Republic is doing well for them.
Yeah,
like a lot of people who are playing it like it. It has a good amount of viewers every time that I go look at them. Like, wow, I'm gonna go check out that game again. Yeah, people every time I pull up TikTok, somebody's playing it. But a bunch of likes.
I know they pissed people off. Like, was it last year? Like, there was Australian wildfires and they just closed like half the map. They're like,
oh wow.
Shout out to Tom from Toonami with a $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Says Phil said what? 2 shows ain't enough for you? Bet. ABK closing 2. LMAO. Pour one out for the ponies. They're about to get rocked. I think they already are rocking. Then they're also coping majorly last night and today, trying to justify the PlayStation showcase and the future of the games that they have to look forward to, as opposed to the Xbox ecosystem, which they all of a sudden realize has games. Wow. Who would have thought? People that never even give compliments or have been praising the Xbox showcase as well. So I think the media is getting a grasp on it. I want to, at some point here, I haven't been able to do like a night stream in a while, but like at some point I want to do like a Mavcast and just kind of go back through with like all of these things and just kind of really deep dive on the salt and just the turnaround that actually was delivered by Xbox. I feel like this was making a statement big time this year. Let's see. Goat Review says Now, since ABK Saga looks like it's coming to an end, we got to ask now, who's next? Which studios are getting acquired? I say Certain Affinity and Asobo. I've said this before, and I don't know if you guys agree, but I think Certain Affinity is kind of a must acquisition because they're too entrenched with a lot of the properties in the past that Microsoft will be owning at that point. Call of Duty, obviously Halo, and other things as well. But I feel like they kind of need Certain Affinity. And if Certain Affinity was acquired by somebody else, that would really suck for Microsoft. So it would be like a acquisition as out of, we need to keep you here, make sure that stays, right? They wouldn't want Certain Affinity to be bought by PlayStation and being as a Bungie support studio. That would be bad for Microsoft.
Yeah, that would be absolutely terrible, and that would again demonstrate the disconnection that Microsoft tend to have. That's not.
And the reason I think Sony could potentially try and get a studio like Certain Affinity is because Certain Affinity excels at what? Multiplayer games, and that's what they're working a lot on right now, right? As we saw in their showcase.
They still got to say yes to the deal too, though.
They do.
Right? So
they do.
There is that high chance that Microsoft may be deep enough in their pockets to the point to where they wouldn't even consider that type of a deal because of that relationship, which is, I mean, again, it's another one of those scenarios. Why buy the cow when you get the milk for free kind of things? But I do think they should put them in the fold just because of how again, like to your point, they've been intrinsically a part of the company for such a long time.
Well, at least we're getting Just Dance out there.
Yeah, leading off with Just Dance. There we go. I'm keeping the volume down for this. Just it'll save me about 2 minutes of dealing with a copyright claim.
They're getting it, man.
This is like old school showcase vibes right now.
Yeah, I was just about to say at E3 they had a bunch of people just dancing on stage, and they brought on like the Jabberwockies and
yeah.
I love when the Jabberwock. Every time I see the Jabberwockies perform,
that was actually that was definitely a highlight. They were doing all sorts of flips and
stuff. This is an Olympic esports officially licensed event. What the hell does that mean?
What, dancing?
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe Just Dances now.
I think it was just.
There's no way Just Dance in the Olympics.
I guess it is. Well, it's esports is part of the Olympics now. So
I was gonna say I do think there are some some games that should be part of that, but I don't know.
Wow, they Just Dances. Okay.
I don't know about Just Dance. That's I mean, they're popping and locking, man. What you talking about?
With the music turned down, it just looks ridiculous, I think it would have looked ridiculous anyway. Just congrats to the finalist.
Okay. Oh no, it's a Just Dance Olympic. Yeah. Oh, okay. That is what that's for. They're getting.
Where's the gameplay though? This is just dancing. Like I don't.
Oh, you don't need to see the gameplay. It's just you're just following along anyway. You're just dancing.
Yeah, you just
dancing. Just dance.
You get the high score. That's how you know you're great.
I'm like,
yeah, let's dance right off the stage.
Right. Yeah,
okay, here we go.
Okay, never mind. Shane, you stupid. He said it looks better than Fable. I'm jealous.
That was real gameplay.
That was gameplay.
Tom from Toonami, the $2 says, "Is this
Massive,
America's next best dance crew?" Avatar.
Okay, they're starting off with
Yeah, but it's the mobile game, I think, right? Oh no, it's PS5 right there.
PS5. Mix of gameplay, cutscenes, blah 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 blah. Pretty.
After just watching Way of Water recently, I'm kind of interested in this.
Yeah.
It's kind of unfortunate that it's not going to be third person, though. I think an Avatar in third person would be so good.
Yeah.
They took everything from us.
Especially with that environment and the way
from me.
Whoa, what?
I was trained in their ways, their technology, their weapons. Things that a Navi should not know. And then one day, they
Navi was
left.
weird.
Hell's Gate is under attack.
I don't like that at all.
Evacuate now. Kill all the Navi children.
Because
But
they're
before
eyebrows.
they
Whoa,
did,
get
our
dark.
It's
teacher
their
saved
whole
us and put us to sleep.
phase. It's like their whole structure is weird.
Yeah, hold on.
And
I'm behind
there
a
I
little bit.
remained
Okay, here you
for
go.
15 years. Until one
Yeah,
day,
their skin looks kind of plasticky.
I awoke.
It's better right there. A little
And I was free.
bit. Maybe it's just lighting. I don't know.
Every time I'm trying
Free to explore my world.
At least it's in first person, so you can't see it.
Free to decide
That's
who
true.
I was going
And
to
you got
be.
cutscenes though, so it's like
Yeah,
Free to discover what I was meant to do.
Now you see what they kept you from. Your true home.
you gotta work on that. You know what I think it is? I think it's the subsurface scattering and stuff.
I think, yeah, it's something. It's something involved.
Yeah.
Now
What
Pandora
makes
is under
skin
attack
look,
again.
like real.
Don't let the
Like when
Navi
you
get in
shine
our
a
way.
light through,
Get
you
rid
know
of
how in
them.
Red Dead
And
when they
I
shine
have a
a light
choice
through
to
someone's
make.
ear,
I
like red,
choose to
You gotta-
protect
yeah.
my
blood flow.
home.
I feel like that's what's missing from this one, where it kind of looks plastic.
Yeah, I think that it does look very plastic. It just looks unfinished. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, which technically I guess it would be slow, but
I was a child of two worlds. I am no longer. I am Navi.
are you gonna play as a main character or are you gonna play?
Release date?
Sivako.
No.
Oh,
Hey,
there's
let's go. The man. Yeah, let's go.
Hey, weird to show that again without a release date.
They always
Maybe they're about to announce it now.
Hi there, everyone. I'm Jim.
They're always panning to fill in the crowds.
Hi there, everyone. I'm Jim Cameron, the
This is
creator of
Simon's father.
Avatar and Avatar: The Way of Water.
Last
In
we heard, I
developing
thought
both of
James
these
Cameron wasn't
films,
happy with
I set out to imagine
where it was
another
at
world,
right now.
a world as rich and complex as our own.
Well,
And we wanted the
Yeah,
audience
Yeah,
to
he
feel as though
apparently
they were
delayed
really
it
on
because he wasn't
Pandora,
happy with the way it
to
looked.
dream with their eyes wide open.
He'll say
and
the
to
game's gonna
explore
come
this
out
world
not when
with
it's
our
ready,
characters.
when I say
And
it's
it's
ready.
always been our vision to
Pretty
embrace
much.
technology to allow us to find new ways outside the cinema
He's
to
probably
immerse
gonna-
people. in
Last
the
time we
world.
saw James Cameron at a
Our friends
Ubisoft
at
press
Ubisoft
conference talking
share
about
the same
Avatar,
ambition,
he took
and
up the whole
team
show.
At Massive have been pushing the boundaries of what's possible in games to bring a new corner of Pandora to life. So with Avatar
An
Frontiers of
echo from me
Pandora,
3-bit.
our creative team at Lightstorm has been able to share their insights with Massive's talented team, who are experts in creating living, open worlds. Together, we'll be able to bring players to the Western frontier with new environments, new flora and fauna, and new characters, and an original story that coexists with the events of the Avatar films.
That's pretty cool.
We can't wait for you to join this adventure, and we look forward to welcoming you back to the world of Avatar once again.
It looks better there than it did the thing. Hopefully.
Hello, everyone. My
Full
name
cover?
is Dita Danefeld, Master Game Director. I'm proud to be representing the team behind Avatar Frontiers of Pandora today.
Different
And
format
excited
for their
to share a
show, for
sneak
sure,
peek of
especially
what
the
we've been
in-person.
working on. In this all-new story, you'll set out on a journey of discovery to unravel the mysteries of your past, learn what it means to be Navi, and explore new parts of Pandora on land or together with your trusted Banshee.
It definitely has those old E3 vibes.
Our ambition
Yeah.
is to create a playground where
Kinda like it.
curiosity is rewarded. This tangible and highly immersive first-person experience will allow you to closely connect to a beautiful open world, touch and interact with it, using your size, your superhuman strength, and your natural agility to gain the upper hand. As the Navi say, Sivako, let's rise to the challenge on December 7th.
Release date.
Until
Here we
then,
go.
We're delighted to show you a glimpse of this
Nice.
adventure. So prepare to lose yourselves in the beauty
Gameplay.
and the
Pure
danger
gameplay. Here we go.
of the West.
Oh, we just saw gameplay.
I think we're getting
saw
pure
snippets.
gameplay here.
Snippets.
John TJ $2 says, I hope they show a lot of games. They won't show a whole lot of games because it's just one publisher, but I think we're gonna get good looks at these games now.
Snowdrop.
I like this.
Capture on PS5.
Is it just another trailer?
Said it was gonna be gameplay.
Well,
The thing on the bottom that
Welcome
just
to
went there said
Avatar
combination
Frontiers
of blah 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 blah
Pandora.
blah.
A
Yeah.
first-person action-adventure game that invites you to explore the engaging world of Avatar in an immersive
God.
open-world
Plants from-
experience.
Oh, that hey, third
I'm
person
Didi
horseback
Dienfeld,
riding.
game director, and I'm
That's cool.
excited to reveal what's waiting for you on Pandora.
Yeah,
The
I'm
story
loving
of
the
our game
environments, I'm
begins
not gonna
when the
lie.
RDA
It's
expands their
like
operations to the
something
western
I,
frontier.
was talking about.
John
last
Mercer,
year,
one of the
yeah.
leaders of the RDA, abducts you and other Na'vi children from your home to teach you the ways of humans, hoping to mold you and turn you against your own people. But his plan is interrupted by the Battle of the Hallelujah Mountains, and you are put into emergency cryosleep. When you awaken 15 years later, you are a stranger in your birthplace. Knowing the dangers posed by the RDA, you set out to take them down and look to secure the help of other Na'vi clans. Initially, you're perceived as an outsider, so you have to reconnect with your lost Na'vi
Definitely better there.
heritage to gain their trust.
Yeah, the face looked good there.
On your adventure, you'll find your own path as you discover what it means to be Na'vi. You'll explore new regions
Yeah,
of
the
Pandora,
Snowdrop
each with
doing
its
his
own
thing.
unique
yeah,
biomes.
just
I love
The
the
Kinglaw
environments.
Forest is a
They-
lush
really lush.
rainforest brimming with life and dense vegetation in the shade of awe-inspiring
I had doubts
floating
with-
mountains.
With Square,
the
with
home of the
Guardians,
Arana,
right?
A clan
And
of peaceful weavers.
I've had
who will guide you
doubts
on your
with
first
Ubisoft
hunt
over
and on your
this.
first
see,
sight.
like
But
I'm just
sometimes it comes
thinking that all that,
The Aranahe
all
will
those
show you
plants,
the way
like
to
it's
the
going to be a
Rookery,
lot
where
less
you
when you
can
get the
bond
game
for
because you know how
life with your
Ubisoft like
very
sell
own
it.
Ikran.
Like,
yeah.
The Ikran
I
is a
don't know, but
devoted
Snowdrop does
companion
really
that
well
you
with
can
that type of
name,
stuff too, though. I
feed,
don't know.
and customize.
Snowdrop is pretty good.
Experiment with acrobatics.
Was Watch Dogs,
and
was
feel
that
a rush
Snowdrop?
of adrenaline
Or was it
as
just
you
Division?
dive from the sky
No, I don't
and
think so. I
think
explore
it's
the
just
open
Division.
world of
Yeah, well,
Pandora
Watch Dogs was
from the
Snowdrop.
air.
Okay.
If you travel north, you'll
That
get
was
to
the
the
game
upper
that
plains,
massively
an
changed its
expansive
graphics.
grassland filled with contrasts and open views as far as the eye can see. The nomadic Seswa clan live
No, they did sell
in
Division one way,
symbiosis
and it
with
turned out not to be that
gigantic
way. So,
beasts called Sakru.
there's
Yeah,
that.
true.
Earn the clan's trust,
Game
they
now
will
is
teach you the
incredible.
art of riding dire horses.
some of that looks like flat though, like in the
And
distance you
further
can see like
west, the mysterious clouded forest.
That first one of the
Ooh,
first
that's
scenes they
pretty.
shown, they showed there was
Nothing
birds off
is
in the
as it
distance. You could
seems.
tell that the birds were like running at 24
15
frames.
frames,
Here
yeah.
is the
like
County.
I hate
A clan
it's
of
so
healers
noticeable,
with
man.
their own dark
takes you out of
reasons
it
to stay
sometimes.
hidden.
That's their optimization technique.
RDA operations are
Like I
threatening
get why
the
you're
balance
doing
of
it,
Pandora.
but
They build facilities
just
like
doesn't
all
seem like a
sizes
next-gen
to
game.
exploit resources
Yeah.
at any cost, spreading devastating pollution. In the process,
I'm
animals
digging it.
are hurt and poached. You'll need to stop the RDA from ravaging your home.
Yeah,
And
it's
when
a-
you are
looks
ready,
a lot better than
Like-
I,
take the fight to
thought it
them.
would.
Gameplay
As
wise,
a
like it
child
just
of
looks
two
like
worlds,
it's
you
gonna
can
be
learn to master multiple
a lot
combat
of fun.
styles. Your powerful instincts allow you to get an overview of the battlefield.
I just keep going like
mark
some of
your
the shit
enemies,
looks super
and
flat
identify
and then
weak
other parts
points.
is like detailed. Like
Traditional
Right.
Na'vi weapons are versatile.
there's
and
something off
precise.
about it.
You can use the longbow to hit long-range
maybe when
targets,
you watch it back
or
in
the
4K
staff
later.
sling to set up traps. For a more explosive
Yeah, I'm definitely
approach,
gonna watch this later.
you can
in
leverage
4K,
your human
see.
training.
Yeah,
to
this
go
is
for the
Far
blast
Cry
of an
Avatar
assault
all the
rifle,
way.
A shotgun, or go bigger with the occasional rocket launcher. On foot, you can also rely on your incredible strength to take down amp units. Above the clouds, your Ikran will
With-
help you
with
in
aerial
combat
against
against the RDA.
that's dope.
I like
I like
that.
that.
That's-
I like
that's
the way
cool.
that looks.
Destroying
I
RDA
might get this game in
facilities
pieces.
will
I
have
feel like
a
they're gonna have a
tangible
mod.
impact on your world.
The third person.
With the pollution removed, Pandora
Yeah,
heals.
it would be pretty sick.
It looks like the mounts and like
You'll
the
be able
vehicle,
to
like
harvest the
in the
best
air
quality
and on the
material
ground,
again
you'll be in third person, but
craft
the
better gear
traditional
and
gameplay
weapons.
first.
You
Which
will
I don't
also find
mind. I mean,
ingredients
it's gotta
to
play the
cook
game like that. It's
and
not
make
bad.
meals to get stronger.
I think the main
As you keep
again, I
discovering
think the
what
main
it
thing that's
truly
interesting
means
to me
to
is because I
become
just saw the
Navi,
movie recently.
you'll improve your skills by
I
connecting
mean,
to
you
Awa
watch
through the
like when you watch
Tarshu
this, this
plant
is like a
and
huge
learn from the
down.
memories of
I
your
I mean, no,
ancestors.
it's a huge
Skill
downgrade, but as
upgrades
far as like
can improve
putting
many
yourself in
aspects
that
of your
world, you know what I
character,
mean?
such as
Skill
your
tree.
natural agility
One
to
of the
move
best
through the
looking
world,
movies
your
I've
stealth
seen.
approach when
Oh, yeah.
hunting or fighting, or the handling of your weapons and
It looks
mounts.
dope. I like the flying.
Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is a captivating
really like
See, I don't see how they go
adventure
from
game
that much grass
designed to
in like one
maximize
area
the
to
power
like just
of
nothing
new-gen
in the other.
consoles
It's like
and PC. You'll
something's
be able
wrong.
to play the
Probably
full
still
story campaign in single player or with a friend online in 2-player co-op.
2-player co-op.
We
Wow.
invite you to explore
Far
this
Cry.
world.
This is using Dunia
Become
engine.
Navi
The guy. No, it's
and
using
take down
Snowdrop,
the
right?
RDA to protect
But it's like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't they just use Dunia for this?
I mean, Snowdrop is smooth.
Yeah, but like, it seems like it's a Far Cry game. You know what I mean?
Avatar Far Cry.
Yeah. So like, but anyway, yeah. I mean, that's gonna be badass for co-op, bro. John TJ, $5. Says it looks okay. I was expecting third person like the 360 Avatar. It's flat because it's on PS4. Oops, I mean PS5. Appreciate it, John TJ.
That was great.
Have some fun.
I was actually impressed
Yeah.
by that. I'm gonna go back and
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch it. It's got my
XDefiant here. Yeah, I'm not like
It's just an ad.
too picky on like graphics and stuff here and there, like little detail stuff. It looks fun as hell to me, and I think the world overall looks beautiful. So
gameplay looks fun.
yeah.
Yeah, show all the sweaties playing your first person game, so other people can think that they get to do the same thing.
Oh, wait, you weren't doing this?
I didn't play XDefiant, so I don't know. I don't know how a game feels.
It feels okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
heard,
going back and playing Call of Duty after Call of Duty plays and feels better.
I heard they majorly upgraded it.
It lasted.
From
The first playtest was trash. It was one of the most garbage things I've ever experienced in my entire life, game wise. The last, and then the second playtest was slightly better. This last one was quite a bit better. It felt more like more of a polished experience that was actually worthy of existing. But the thing is, like, what's going to separate it from the other shooters out there in the free-to-play world?
Community giving people what they want.
My name is Mark Rubin,
Yeah.
executive producer.
The reason why people are like,
We'll see.
when Jez
What you
has
just
said
saw
he was
a
excited,
collection of
was because it's going to
live clips
offer
and
Call of Duty
reactions from
competition. That was the only reason why he said
streaming
he
our
was
Yeah.
game during our closed beta test in April. And we've been absolutely
They got rid of
overwhelmed by the
my
amazing
most
response to our game from players all
my
over the
biggest
world.
criticisms.
Now, for
in the
us,
game.
community has really been the core
Those are
of this game's
gone.
development. And we've had 28 public tests so far, with the recent
28
closed
public
beta
tests.
being the largest, and of course, the first with no NDA. And throughout all of these tests, we've done our best to listen and respond to the feedback of players.
Yeah, they've changed it
So
dramatically.
thank you so much to the more than 1.5 million players who have participated in those tests, and the countless creators and streamers who shared their footage and feedback about XDefiant. Now we're ready to look towards the future. We are currently planning on launching later this summer. But before we do that, we will be holding another test to
Open
address some
beta,
of the
probably.
feedback from the closed beta. This open session will be available to everyone on PC,
I wanna try it.
PS5, and Xbox Series
okay.
X
Just a little over a
and
week
S
away.
from June
I wanna-
21st.
yeah.
And he
Jump
said
in.
that even more
June
changes
23rd.
since the last
It's
beta.
a short
So.
test, but we are opening it to everyone.
All right, it's
get
going
as
to be more
much
server
feedback
testing
as
because that was the
possible
biggest complaint
on
out of the
our
last beta
netcode,
was their servers
our
were.
controller tuning, and of course, to
Yeah, I always
stress
saw
out
the
servers
disclaimer on the
as
bottom of the
possible.
Avatar thing, man. I think it
So
was
if
just
you
a
have
mix
not
of
played
stuff.
XDefiant yet, this is your chance.
I
But
don't
let's
think it's a
talk
really big deal.
About what's going to happen when we launch later this summer. We will start with a 6-week preseason that will have all of our launch content.
I hate when games do
14
this,
maps,
man. Just start
5
the season when the
factions,
game comes out,
24
please.
weapons, and much, much more. We then move into our year 1 content schedule which is packed with some really exciting content, with 4 brand new meta-changing factions, each with unique characters and skills, 12 new weapons, and 12 new maps. That's 1 new map every month, all inspired by Ubisoft's amazing
Better than
world.
Halo.
That's way better than Halo.
I mean, where we go.
Hey,
yeah.
How many
Year one is
how
really
many
gonna have a
maps
lot
do
of
they
great
launch with
gameplay
though?
content,
That says
all
14.
focused on
Okay, so that's
creating
26
fun
maps within the first
arcade
year.
FPS
Yeah, that's pretty damn
experience.
good.
And we are committed to staying true to our community.
The maps
now,
were,
this would be the time to do it.
I gotta say, the maps
best
were a
place
highlight for
to compete
XDefiant.
and have fun.
Honestly, the maps were really good.
Now, it's been
Okay.
quite the journey to
They
get to
had
this
3-lane
point. So
map
thank
layout
you
like old
again
Call of
to
Duty,
all
so they were
those
Okay,
taking
that's
actual
dope.
map
supported
design
XDefiant
into
so far.
play
That's dope.
instead
I
of
like
just
that.
throwing
I like
shit
that.
Everyone who
together.
hasn't yet had the chance.
My biggest
we hope to
complaint
see you in
was
game soon.
still some of the gunplay, and honestly, I didn't think like it was like visually that impressive. It looked pretty good, but like, you know, for a shooter competing in the space, you know, it could have had a little bit more.
This is their time to do it.
detail.
Call of Duty's having their issues. So.
Yep. That's
Again,
what they're going
right
after them.
What you gonna show us this time from this game that people are gonna hate on again? Oh, he got it. That was dope.
You got punched back in time or some shit.
That was dope as fuck. I like that.
there's a lot of PS fans hating on this game. I'm looking forward to this game, man.
Did he just
I like the
did he just Naruto run?
He did.
He did.
It's so different. I know why.
I mean, this is like cool trailer, but it's not really telling you anything about the game.
Yeah. Maybe they're gonna do this thing where they show a trailer and they go into gameplay. Show a trailer, go into gameplay. I'll be sold with that.
Yeah, because they obviously have gameplay. We saw. I'm looking this art style.
Yeah, our side's cool.
When's Assassin's Creed Mirage's release date?
I think the rumor's like October. But
Be a decent time to consider signing up to Ubisoft Plus with Assassin's Creed, then Avatar coming out. You know.
January 18th.
Right on. I like this format. You know, trailer.
Hi everyone.
Dev walks out on stage.
So
Maybe,
exciting
hopefully,
to be
shows
with
some
you
pure
today.
gameplay here as well.
About 30 years ago, in 1989, I discovered a great action-adventure game, both challenging my skills and respecting my cleverness. It was Prince of Persia.
There's the first Prince of Persia right there.
I am Muniradi, game director of Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. Time has come to open a new chapter and to journey in legendary Persia, in an era where the laws of mortals were ruled by the laws of God.
Skull says a new protagonist for Prince of Persia looks like
Saga,
Phoenix from Valorant.
the fearless sword prodigy, the youngest member of a
I haven't
squad
played
of
Valorant.
7 elite warriors, the Immortals. One night,
Yep, it
Prince
looks pretty
Hassan, sole heir to the throne, is abducted and taken to her hostile and cursed land, Mount Kaf. You and your brothers in arms are sent on a rescue mission to save Prince Hassan. However, this assignment will cast you straight into the lion's den. And it is here that you, Sargon, and the whole kingdom must prepare to face the greatest threat of your lives. This is your story. In Mount Kaf, your destiny awaits.
Yep, gameplay. Go.
Here we go.
When entering Mount Kaf, your mission is clear. Find Prince Hassan and bring him back to Persepolis. However, Mount Kaf becomes a prison full of hostile inhabitants. Now separated from your allies, you discover a grand citadel full of mysteries, where time flows differently.
What is this sorcery?
The past coexists with the future. In In this cursed land, exploration is everything. This is a semi-open world that delivers new secrets as you find new powers.
Semi-open world, huh?
But to reach new areas, you have to master your skills and your sense of timing.
I assume it's going to be like large levels where you can like backtrack to find keys to open doors, stuff like that.
Metroidvania style.
During this epic journey, you won't be the only one trapped in Mount Calf.
Goddess and blacksmith to the god.
This looks dope, man.
Some dwellers are willing to help you, while others are more reluctant.
Depends on if you like playing 2D games or not, right? If you like 2D games, it's like...
Yeah, just don't care for
But
platformers.
Sargon is a swordsman like no others.
That's why I love Sargon.
He is a fierce warrior, known for being elusive, ruthless.
That's good combat. That's always gonna win me. That's always gonna win me over. But it's how else do you mix it up, or is it just the same move? Assassination.
Fueled by anger, he constantly puts his life on the line.
I like the mixture of the cinematics mixed in with the combat.
Ow! Wow. Time powers are back. But this time,
What the hell was that?
not only in your hands. To face such a challenge, master a new side of his time powers.
There you go.
And defy gravity.
Oh, that's it.
I like that mix up.
Yep.
That's dope.
By combining all these skills together, you can express your creativity to solve Moncap's mysteries and execute brutal combos in epic combats.
There you go. Now you mixing it up. Yeah, I can't see how you say that. Oh, it looks bad. I don't know about that.
And
it's not for you. I can
that's
get that.
just
It looks
a glimpse of
for the style of
Ubisoft
game
Forward
it looks
is all
awesome.
about.
You know, like that's.
I'd like to thank Matrix, who composed the in-game music you are just listening to, and of course my fantastic team at Ubisoft Montpellier. We cannot wait for you to get your hands on the game. It releases on January 18, 2024 on all platforms. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the show.
Not too far away either.
Nice. Yep. That was a good presentation of
Yeah.
that game.
Man, I'm liking this conference so far, guys. Ubisoft's best one already in years.
The Blood Dragon remix.
Probably their best
What?
one so far.
Is it
Oh, what the fuck?
gonna be Trials Blood Dragon or Far Cry Blood Dragon?
Hi. My name is Adi Shankar. I'm a TV and movie producer. You may know me from the Castlevania animated series on Netflix.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, that's a good series.
Or one of my fan fiction shorts on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
7 years ago, I got a call from Ubisoft offering me the opportunity to adapt one of their very, very, very serious franchises into an anime.
This announcement for anime of Blood
Came back
Dragon.
to them with a crazy concept inspired by the mood of Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. The dramatic pause is
This
unhealthy.
concept
Yeah.
used Ubisoft's vast library of characters and remixed them into one delirious anime series that would become this love letter to the 90s. Or at least how I remember the 90s. And to my absolute surprise, Ubisoft said no.
Can we get Nicolas Cage back?
Just kidding. They said yes. That's why I'm up here. Come on. This is the story of how the first anime series by Ubisoft was born. Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix. This show is many things. It's violent. It's a dystopian fiction in the spirit of the works of Aldous Huxley. It's a spoof. It's a satire. It's dark comedy. It's a love story. And as a descendant of Indian mystics, I can tell you it's the most philosophically conscious show you've watched in a long time. The series was picked up by Netflix.
Oh my God, just show us the fucking
It was
trailers.
animated by the renegade genius pirates at Bobby Pill's studio. And today, I'm very happy to announce that barring an apocalypse, which may happen, it will be released worldwide later this year.
Okay.
And that's not all. I'm even more excited to share with you an action-packed, Easter egg-filled teaser trailer right now.
Finally.
You guys know.
Yeah.
It's okay.
The mobile game, huh? Resurgence.
You got some kind of carryover reward for playing this into the main game or something, but
Are you hyping for America? Are you hyping for America?
Looks like dog shit.
How dare they?
I mean, it's Division
It's
1 made for
mobile.
mobile.
Yeah.
It looks
I
like
know.
dog shit.
They know people are clamoring for Division content, and they chose that's just.
I don't
Good
care
for
about
mobile
having a
people.
gold gun in Division. I don't.
Good for the mobile peeps, but like, dang.
It looks like dog shit for a mobile game.
Yeah, it doesn't look the greatest.
Hey everyone, it's an honor for us to be
Now I'm
here
gonna
with
have
you
a
today. We're home
pirate
free.
concert or
This is
something.
our song Skull and Bones.
Oh, Skull and Bones is here.
Right? That's a day one.
Oh,
No release date, just another
Lord.
closed beta that they'll get horrible feedback from into the Layla games more probably.
That's not a day one, you guys?
I'm gonna go download the song on Spotify
something.
right now. It's a shadow drop. Let's go. Yo ho.
It's-
Yo ho. Yo ho. Yo
Wait,
ho.
but Papa
Yo
says, see what Sony
ho.
started.
Yo ho. Yo ho.
Leave Sony alone. They hurting. Leave them alone.
Yo ho. Yo ho. It kind of rolls with this music now.
Oh, put Master Chief and Brawlhalla? Okay. That's a way.
Nice.
That's a way to get me in there.
And the
Oh, okay. Okay. What the heck? Why wasn't this at the...
Royal
I guess
Boyle
they
says,
use
"Yo
this
ho
as
owes me money. Yo ho, yo ho."
You stupid.
I want to be there. I
Oh
want to
man.
play as Master Chief.
Yo ho. I would like to hear Psychos do that with his deep voice. Yo ho. He could probably nail it.
Riders Republic has skaters.
Cool. That was great.
It's just an ad for them to get people on the stage and reset it.
Hey, Rayman. Oh.
Hey.
Yeah, this is what he's been playing.
Rayman is my guy, though. I love
Yeah.
him.
Man, this show started out strong. It started out great. First two things.
Crew
Motorfest. Yeah, here we go.
Not actual gameplay footage.
This looks like the day before trailer.
The day, yeah. Just a fucking Lamborghini truck. This could be a zombie game for all I know. We just have to find out. Wait.
Oh, they're speaking my language with the kind of cars they're showing right here, though.
And I love Cyberpunk, so they're getting me there. Cyberpunk colors, Cyberpunk style. Oh, the changes. That's so cool. We didn't need to see CG for this stuff, man. I better follow it up.
The Crew Forza Horizon Edition.
Welcome to Hawaii.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Yay, come
Thank you, everyone.
Dova.
Now he's gonna come out
I'm
stage
5
saying
years
yo ho
ago,
again.
the crucial
I'm here to sing a song exclusively from Motorfest.
Each month, millions of thrill seekers, just like you, are enjoying, playing, eager to see what's next.
Oui, oui.
I am Stéphane Bellet, creative director of The Crew.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey, pasta.
Oh, hey,
Hey,
everybody.
It's an army.
Of The Crew. Motorfest.
The Crew.
Our all new take.
Capcom have a show today?
Driving
Yeah, it's at 6 Eastern.
later.
Yeah.
I like that title screen.
To share
I like that.
an
that
experience.
Did you make it?
The logo.
Car culture
No, I didn't make
fantasy
this.
on the beautiful island of Oahu in Hawaii. No matter how you enjoy cars.
This guy needs to be like a voice in Ratatouille 2 or something.
Is that how the car looks? Is that how the game looks behind you?
Maybe, yeah, yeah.
That
That
front was not that great.
Yeah.
It was okay.
It might be the big ass TV that they have.
Maybe,
Like,
maybe.
Yeah, maybe it was the
I hope
TV.
so.
Motorfest playlists are all about.
You
Playlists
didn't like the logo?
are truly at the heart.
The
Yeah,
logo
it's
looks
not the logos, the
okay.
cars.
You know,
Wanna
it's the
immerse
car.
yourself in the
I was
most
looking at the
exciting
logo.
worlds of car culture? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
Dive into the legacy of the world's most influential automakers.
Okay. Dramatic pause. Okay.
Is this supposed to be impressive?
Light up the night.
Japan, let's go. Hey, I'm sold.
Hey, this is what I wanted for Forza. I wanted this. Let's go. This game craps all.
Why aren't they just showing it on the our feed?
Yeah, I don't.
Electric supercars.
I was just about to ask that. Why? That's really weird.
And these.
Well, then we couldn't see the guy.
Oh, okay.
For the first
Oh,
time
okay,
ever,
Jasper.
we leave the US mainland behind. Our festival has landed in one of the most breathtaking and vibrant places on Earth, Oahu. Let's find out why Oahu is the perfect
The way he says Oahu is great.
for
Oahu.
driving fun.
Oahu.
Oahu.
Race through the city street of Honolulu.
That looks like a fucking mobile game.
No, this looks way better than Forza.
The frame rate looks like ass.
Covered slopes.
I don't know. It looks like graphically, like it's fine. It's just like it looks like it's the performance problems.
This is way better than Forza Horizon.
At sunset.
What?
What are you on, 3-bit?
Are you fucking kidding me, 3-bit?
Opportunities for fun and challenges are endless.
We're saying it's not PS2 era. That's gonna wait. That's going too far back.
Of vehicles.
Last gen for sure.
And customize your ride.
You can race at a blistering 20 frames per second.
It's more PS3
From
era.
past, present, and future. Recognize the latest from Lamborghini? I think so.
Lamborghini?
I know. You are as thrilled as
say
I am
Lamborghini?
to get
Those
behind the
environments need
wheel
some work.
of his beauty.
Look, the guy's accent's amazing. Voiceover work,
Hey,
essentially.
some
He's
of
missed his
you
calling.
have spent a lot of energy
Oh, yeah, he
building
has a
the
good voice.
perfect
I
vehicle
like it. I mean, it's
collection
funny.
in
It's
the
fun.
Crew 2. In a few weeks, you will be able to import your vehicle collection into the Crew Motorfest.
Can you
That's
do
cool.
that in Forza? See,
Free.
you can't do that in Forza.
That's a cool concept.
So what did he say?
You can take all your Crew 2 cars and bring them to Crew Motorfest.
So stay tuned
Yeah.
for more news about the collection import and our complete festival program.
So they
later
updated
this
their
month
licensing.
during
You tell
our
'em.
summer showcase.
Tell 'em.
Since the beginning of the year,
Summer showcase.
thousands of players have tested the game and given us priceless feedback through the Insider program.
So we're delaying the
Join
game till we
party.
fix it.
Register now for closed beta and share
Closed
with the
beta.
world your experience.
I might as well just go
Everybody's
play
gonna-
Need for Speed Unbound.
Everybody's gonna be there day one.
They just made like a
From the entire
3.0
team
update or
at
some shit.
Ubisoft Ivory Tower.
And they got cops online now and
Mahalo.
everything too. So it's
Thank
like,
you.
might as well just go
Welcome
play that.
to
That was, I will say,
Enjoy the
that was
ride.
an alarming showing for the game because they wouldn't even give us the direct feed yet. Please let us see some action in engine 4K.
Okay. You're not ready for this. Watch.
Is it going to be the same trailer that you showed me the first time, but different?
Maybe.
It's still not game, like, for a racing game, you know, you're not just showing gameplay. This is like the intro to the game or something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, jealous.
It's just with racing games, this isn't how you sell, to me at least.
Yeah.
It's not how you sell racing games. You have to get people to understand what makes this different between other racing games that you play. And dive into those things. You showing me this trailer, it's like I'm watching Need for Speed or something. Like, what's the difference?
It had a neon dragon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is that all the time or is that just at night? Is that once a week? Like,
It's on that one specific part of the track.
So you have Horizon, but more with different vehicles?
I'm concerned about the
Maybe it's me.
frame rate that they were showing on the game when they were showing it. Like, it looked really choppy.
It didn't look smooth yet. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's not for me. I don't know. Maybe that's all.
I mean,
there's
this-
a VR segment.
Oh man, it's getting hard to capture for this show. I'm trying though.
Assassin's Creed VR, here we go.
It said pre-rendered animations only. This is not actual gameplay.
Why are they showing me this? Do I have to jump in my living room on my couch?
I mean, Assassin's Creed in VR could be dope,
but like, there's no point in showing these trailers, man. when you show something like this, and then the game comes out and it looks like. That's what we'll kind of continue our conversation with the whole CGI thing. It's like games nowadays are so close to CGI, you don't need to show it anymore. Unless it's very representative of the game. That's always been my stance on it. Like if it's pretty close to the game, then I guess. But
oh no, we're gonna deep dive on this shit.
Hi everyone.
I guess we'll see.
I hope you enjoyed that first look at this exciting new way to play Assassin's Creed. Coming to MetaQuest this holiday, Assassin's Creed Nexus will push the boundaries of VR and let you become the assassin. You will feel what it means to parkour, fight, and be stealthy in new memories from 3 legendary assassins, Ezio, Cassandra, and Connor. I cannot wait to see our players feel the thrill of virtual reality.
why wouldn't you do outside air though?
But there is more.
I'm gonna turn this shit
Nexus
down.
is not the only game.
You know, like
For new ways to play Assassin's
Phil being there, this mood and stuff. It seems like he's super happy, and the crowd even here and all that kind of stuff. You know, he had his Hexen shirt yesterday and all that kind of stuff. With this news dropping also on Twitter and stuff about ABK potentially closing soon, stuff.
Yep.
Very different mood than he had at the Game Awards last year.
Yeah.
Yep, it's his comeback sort of story.
Oh, he's also he knows he's got partnership with the Star Wars game here.
Yeah, but like just his mood, it's like he has a weight lifted in a way, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, what is this?
This is the VR thing, right?
It's honoring those that came before.
Oh, mobile.
Learning from their triumphs.
Who knows? There's like 20 of them.
Mistakes. To illuminate and hold their stories to light.
Pong says, how soon before Ubisoft is acquired? Over under 12 months? It's great.
I'm super confused.
To build on those foundations.
Shout out to Pong.
Jade was the one in China. That's China right there. So and that's the mobile
game.
Yeah.
And into a vast world to make your own legacy.
Mobile game that I play on PC, maybe?
See, this mobile game looks way better than the Division one, you know? Codename Jade.
Why is it that Ubisoft keeps giving the games that people want in smaller sections? Like people want to go to Japan, people want the old Assassin's Creed, and they make it like spin like smaller titles and on freaking mobile.
We've all been waiting for this moment.
Like, why do they keep doing that?
Assassin's Creed Mirage is a very special game.
Mirage.
Designed as an homage to the first
it's a good show.
that many of us fell in love with. Coming October 12th, Assassin's Creed Mirage takes the franchise back to its roots. Sarah, our narrative director for the game, will come on stage to tell you more about Basim and his journey. But before that, let's watch our story trailer.
I am looking forward to it.
Yeah, I totally am. I'm excited for it.
Did they say like the time frame of this was?
I don't think so.
Okay.
A long time ago.
I'm guessing it's like probably before 2.
I'm gonna guess it's before Altair because didn't he kill a lot of the assassins when they turned on him?
Tell Basim the story of the feather.
I don't remember that.
Tradition of the feather comes from
Could have sworn like he
I
fought
think
him.
it would probably be after though.
Because he had the Brotherhood where he started to basically start a new reign or a new generation of assassins.
That was Ezio. Altair was before that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because it looks like here they're building the assassins. Like,
good point.
So after, definitely after Altair.
Strike quickly and end this.
Swallow your questions. Serve without complaint.
Or
Who
during
is he to tell you when
Altair.
to strike?
Everything you do serves the hidden ones. That is a strange kind of freedom.
You are not the first to walk the
Kevin
shadows.
says it's 20 years before Valhalla. When was okay? Then when was Valhalla?
We are messengers of justice, and not the final judges.
He knows not what he is.
It's hard to put a timeline together too because it's like
Yeah.
they've also changed the game since because Desmond isn't in the game anymore. So it's kind of like they've retconned their own timeline.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Bill looks mad bored. Let's go.
What does it mean to be free? What must be sacrificed in the quest for freedom and justice the hidden ones fiercely pursue? How can you find your path and fulfill your destiny when you don't know who you really are? As he grows from street thief to master assassin, Basim thinks he has found a sense of purpose as a hidden one, working in the dark to serve the light. But his nightmarish visions keep haunting him, leading to more questions with no answer. In Baghdad, seeking the truth comes with a price.
Oh, my Discord broke.
The capital of the Abbasid Empire, one of the richest, most diverse, and most advanced cities in the world, is at a turning point of its history.
It just keeps replaying.
Unrest is growing, seeding a revolution against corruption and arbitrary justice, an uprising that will turn the tides of history and change the lives of everyone. Childhood friends, fellow hidden ones, as well as newly formed allies and enemies will shape Basim's adventure. But his horrific visions are the face of a struggle that he can only handle alone. There is a lot to look forward to in Assassin's Creed Mirage, and the best way to make you understand our unique Back to the Roots experience is to show you the game. In the following gameplay walkthrough, we meet Basim right after the assassination of his first main target, as he reports back to Roshan in Harbia's assassin bureau. Enjoy.
First Assassin's Creed play after since 3, so.
Okay. Tell him, girl. Tell him.
Ostriches.
I bet you Phil's looking at it like I'm gonna get that.
There you are.
Okay.
Don't let him escape!
Let's go.
Time to vanish. Get back here, dog!
That was one of my favorite things about Assassin's Creed 1, was like trying to get back to hiding. You have to run away. That was so fun.
Stand and fight, you worm! You're dead!
know they said they revamped like the parkour and stuff, but it doesn't look.
It looks exactly the same.
It doesn't look as smooth as Unity though, which looks
no,
good.
It doesn't look as smooth as Unity, but it looks like what I remember from Assassin's. It's not like, oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like 3
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Pretty much like 3. Assassin's Creed 3.
I am glad you are safe.
Alhamdulillah. A first of many achievements to come, Basim.
We should only hope. There's still much work to do.
Kevin Baldwin said they said during the 15 year show last year that it was originally Valhalla DLC about Basim before the events of Valhalla, but they decided to make it a 2/3 game instead.
Abid and Rebecca have arrived from Alamut.
That makes sense. Basim was a good character in Valhalla.
I will make my way to Sharqiya shortly.
I did wonder about his story. That's cool, but
where corruption is as common as the
Wait, this dude's from Valhalla?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was like when he was the older, I think.
Then
yeah.
come find us.
Older guy.
He was he's one of the ones that like help you understand
that is of
what
interest
the
to you.
Assassin's Creed is.
I didn't beat it, so but I remember him like from earlier in the game, I think.
Yeah.
Resourceful as always. My thanks, Abu Jafar.
He's pretty much throughout. He's like behind. It's like he's in the beginning, kind of towards the middle, and then he disappears for a bit. I haven't completed a full game either, so.
Yeah, Retro says he was.
Yeah, I haven't played since 3, so like they all kind of went downhill after that.
Valhalla's really good, man.
It's not downhill. It's more of a different.
Just
direction.
a different direction. Yeah,
but it's not like about assassins anymore.
No,
like this
no,
one is, which I appreciate that they're.
I put 120 hours in the Valhalla, and
this is the place.
Got bored of it. It got monotonous.
What do you see?
It's not the same.
I like Origins better, personally.
Let us reconsider.
And I never played Odyssey.
Same.
So. Origins is really good. I think.
Yeah. I like all of them, if I'm being honest. But I just miss what
the originals were about.
Yeah. It's not.
The Ezio trilogy captured it perfectly. So, like, if they're really going to go back to this, which is, again, kind of looks like, but it's also not.
Act as usual.
That guard who likes me said she and Ali's followers are trying to overthrow the
Like, this is what I missed about Assassin's Creed was like
will surely fail.
hiding in crowds and like not taking the direct action approach. Like
you were, exactly. You were purposely not trying to get into like combat moments, right? It was more so like, I'm not trying to square off with 6 guys. I'm just trying to figure out how to get away and move around and whatnot. Black Flag was good too. I didn't like the ship portions of Black Flag. It was cool in the beginning, and then it got really boring.
The ship stuff was really fun for me in Black Flag.
I liked it up to the middle of the game, and it was just like, okay, I've had enough. Get to my destination.
I pretty much stopped playing the main game and just did ship combat. Assassin's Creed 4.
Die now.
That's cool.
Just noticing that they have Xbox button prompts. This is on Xbox. Or using an X controller on PC.
The sky is safe, my friend. Survey the area in Kidu.
That's the one thing I don't like having the bird.
Yeah, you should just like go around and like show everything by itself.
Yeah.
What do you think, he's too OP or what?
Because the bird takes an element away from the whole assassination approach, because it helps you mark everybody, right?
Yeah.
Whereas before it was just like you had to
go to a rooftop and scout everybody out, and then
right, exactly. Like you had to mark them, not some bird flying around. I don't know. For me, it takes the gameplay out of it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Accessibility thing. Yep.
That's dope.
What the hell
I like
is this?
Whoa, what the heck?
That's dope as hell.
tells you what I wish to know.
Oh, that's
I don't know how you have magic
That's like
with
that
that.
Batman. That's like that Batman.
No,
the thing you do in Batman where you can take down multiple enemies.
So
And you
they
get,
do that. They did that in Splinter Cell Conviction. They started implementing it in Splinter Cell 2. Then where you mark multiple ones and you hit the one button
Shadow
and it
Mordor.
assassinates all of them.
Oh yeah, that's.
Thank you so much.
So he didn't know that he jumped down. Guy got run. In games like this, I'm always going to be critical of the NPC and how AI reacts.
Run away. Oh man, I used to love it when I throw those slip bombs.
I mean, they're purposely playing it to show you it's akin to those older games. Soundtrack does really sound like Prince of Persia. Is he gonna have Prince of Persia type abilities? Looks like it. I'm interested in it. I want to play it.
Yep. I want to play it too.
Definitely the most interested I've been in the franchise since.
It's going to be a throwback. We're going to feel like we're playing an old school Assassin's Creed.
Which is dope.
I've been wanting to get
Eves. Ew.
Thank you. Can you please donate to our studio because we are poor?
First, I want to start by saying thank you to all gamers all around the world. It's thanks to you that we are here today.
Putting NFTs in our
You
games.
are at the heart of everything we do.
You're all fired.
To all Ubisoft teams.
It's up to you guys to bring this
Today, I'm
company.
announcing a pay cut to all employees.
I would like to say a big
I'm announcing we are hiring 3-Bit again. And he's fired.
Your talent and passion are at the foundation of this fantastic lineup. So I hope you are all excited to
Star Wars?
explore the amazing playground.
Oh yeah,
you have
dude,
seen
I
today.
forgot about Star Wars. I thought the show was
At
gonna be
Ubisoft, we are
over.
creators of
This is
worlds.
gonna be the last thing.
We are also proud to partner
One
with some
more
of the biggest names
No, we've seen
in
it Avatar, we've
entertainment
seen Assassin's Creed, we've
to
seen
create
Crew,
original stories
the other one,
in beloved
Star
universes.
Wars.
Now, I am very happy to welcome
Then we got
Julian
the
from
Skull and
Ubisoft
Bones song.
Massive
That was fire.
Yep.
to give
there
you
we go.
a first look at Star Wars Outlook.
No
and
Splinter
gameplay.
Cell,
So
Pong.
thank you.
They ain't bringing it this year, buddy.
Julian?
You don't even know the name of your own game. He just called it Star Wars Outlook.
He called it what?
Star Wars Outlook.
Outlook?
He's thinking of Microsoft
Calm
being
down. Do you
acquiring
want to
him.
see
That's
gameplay
why,
or not?
like Outlook, Microsoft. You know?
All right. Let's get over the speech and let's get to the gameplay.
Oh my God.
Star Wars
I know you're at the top,
Outlook.
guy, but dog.
Takes place in a time of great civil unrest.
Maybe he was
He's
trying to
French.
say, "Here's an outlook at Star Wars."
He's
No,
French. Maybe the translation got mixed up.
Maybe.
Time
Maybe.
of turmoil.
Yeah, Microsoft.
Maybe.
For outlaws.
He's trying to say Microsoft helped him.
This is a time
Okay,
of
bet.
opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. It's the Outlook.
As a cunning thief, Kay Vess and her companion Nyx fight for survival every single day, relying
like
on
the
their
character,
skills
and I
and
like her companion. It's
resourcefulness
really
to
good.
get by.
Good.
As
Good
they
design.
struggle to make ends meet, Kay and Nyx dream of the
After
day
Jedi
that they will
Survivor, I got a
finally
soft
be
spot
free.
for good
But
Star
while
Wars.
seeking
games,
this
so.
freedom,
Yep.
Kay unexpectedly becomes one
They're starting
of
to
the
do this
galaxy's
companion
most
thing a
wanted.
lot with Star Wars. I'm starting to notice.
So to
Yeah,
free
I don't-
I'm
herself
sure
I don't mind
Pong's
it.
a fan of that.
from the bounty that falls, Kay will need
He's
to
too cute
power
for Pong.
I don't
Yeah.
mind
I like
it.
that.
You know, you got
greatest
Mando
heist
with Baby Yoda. You
the Outer
got
Rim
in
has
Jedi
ever
Survivor. You
seen.
have the little
As they
I forgot what it's called.
navigate the
Little
underworld,
robot.
caught between criminal syndicates.
Yeah, it's so
Oh,
good
good.
you don't even know its
vicious,
name.
He's about to.
ruthless
This guy's about to do some
criminals,
parkour
Kay and
after with
Nyx
those
will
pants.
manage their reputation
This is Julian
by
Garrity.
taking on
He's
risky
made some great
contracts
games.
and navigating complex relationships,
Okay.
all whilst avoiding oppressive imperial rule.
Okay.
Kay and Nyx's journey will take them across the galaxy
through stunning, varied open-world locations and the wilds of space. One of these locations is Tashara, a moon that features windswept savanna and amberine canyons. Carved into Tashara's striking landscape, the city of Miragana serves as a central hive of scum and villainy.
So it's still better than the PS Showcase.
KNX will encounter several criminal syndicates that learn that everything is measured in the value of influence, reputation, or cold, hard credits. This presents an abundance of opportunities and dangers for a young, ambitious scoundrel like Kay.
Cal,
On behalf
K,
of Massive
what are we doing?
in Sweden, along
Three-letter
with
names?
Ubisoft Annecy, Barcelona, Bucharest, Chengdu, Milan, Montpellier, Paris, Shanghai, Toronto, and our amazing team at Lucasfilm Games, it's our privilege to present to you this first ever look at Star Wars Outlaws gameplay.
At least you didn't call it Outlaws. Okay.
That'd be funny if you did on accident too, just because Eves did.
The Star Wars XL.
Definitely
If
some
you're
interesting
willing
pants.
to take the risk,
I see you.
the galaxy is full of opportunity. Thank you.
All right, let's see it. They're liking Snowdrop.
This game's gonna be beautiful in Snowdrop. I feel. I mean, we'll see, but
Yep. Wait, is Massive also doing? They're doing Avatar, so they're doing two big titles. That's crazy.
Does not represent final quality.
Dang, you think James Cameron is mad? They got some good graphics on this one. It seems like they put some more.
Good boy.
By tomorrow.
That's good.
All right, next. Let's go get
looks
paid.
really good.
Goodness, yeah. They
right bumper's your animal, your left bumper's your gun.
That worked.
That was cool. What is up with you showing me the big screen on for gameplay? Why am I not getting a stream? Why am I not getting this live? You're using a camera to capture the gameplay.
This is direct feed, isn't it?
Next.
No.
The way that it looks like somebody took a camera and is focused on the screen.
Hit that button.
Oh, yeah, that's what you mean. Okay. Yeah, it does.
Nice
Some
one.
stuff elements. I'm digging it.
Yeah, she's definitely got a great look. I like her character design.
Hang on tight, little buddy.
The overall world, like this segment looks really dope. I'd actually say it looks better than the Jedi Survivor does.
Yeah, because that game fucking looks like shit with this.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Yeah, they put some effort into this game compared to Avatar. I mean, Avatar is still there's some excitement out there. But...
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll figure this out.
She got a quick draw.
She's got even like a fucking bucket or something.
Hey, you can slow time when you swap your what you're gonna do.
Damn, she's stronger than a clone trooper armor.
Yeah, she has no armor on.
Hey, Nick. Catch.
So you're gonna be able to use them to get weapons for you.
That's cool.
This is getting bad.
I like the sparkle.
With Punk said,
like
so she is Han Solo with a comedic side. That's what I said when I saw her the other day. She was kind of like a female Han Solo.
It's Star Wars: The Division, but the enemies aren't super tanky.
He's missing like crazy.
Game looks really good, man. Like overall.
I think that went
the
pretty
world
well,
looks
right?
good.
You know, speeder bike time. Let's go.
How's this gonna look?
These guys don't quit.
Pretty scripted.
Yeah, pretty scripted and pretty flat. Maybe they should drop the camera down more and made it seem like a little more floaty, maybe? I don't know.
That was close. ND5, I got the package. Where are you?
Yeah, that's a good point too, Kevin. It's slow as he says. It's slow as fuck.
What else matters?
Yeah,
maybe she.
Yeah, it's one of those dirt scooters from Boba Fett. You know, they're not that fast.
Right.
They probably should have lowered the camera and up the motion blur, maybe. I don't know.
There's Jonta's hope.
This looks really stiff.
I don't. You can tell that they just programmed a line for it to follow, and it's not someone actually playing it.
You think it's
He said it's low on gas. He's stupid, dude.
He was following the map.
If only it was a PS5 exclusive and they could take advantage of the SSD, they could go super fast.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Right?
Man.
We all know that's on how you can do that.
Hey, Andy.
You're late, Kay. Doc is waiting.
Yeah, the SSD is the only thing.
This is like my favorite part, is the companions of battle droid.
No, but you droid.
What?
That is really dope. I do like that concept.
Be careful. Donka's a broker, not a friend. She can't be trusted.
Who can out here? See you back
I'm
at the
also a
ship.
Mecca fan, so it's kind of like give me a droid.
I just love the whole
companion.
Clone Wars shit.
I do too. I ain't gonna front.
J Max says, "Do you guys enjoy any games?" I ain't complaining.
Like my odds.
I think it looks good so far. Avatar, I think looks good
already.
too.
I told you she's
I'm a little worried about the crew with what they showed, but besides that, I think.
But even with that though, J Mac, it's not about like whether you're enjoying the game or not. It's you still got to be able to critique things that you're seeing, right? Because they want you to invest in these games and buy them and everything else. So it's like you got to make your judgments for what you're seeing up front.
I will say, like, this is probably still pretty early as well.
Investments.
Yeah, AJH says fidelity looks better
Wait.
than Jedi Survivor so far.
Met.
Yeah,
I
I'm definitely more excited
really
for
know
this than I
many
am Jedi Survivor.
Stealing illegal contraband, running with syndicates. I could say
Yeah,
you're
Snowdrop
a
is
threat to the
killing it
Empire,
from what I'm telling.
but I won't have to if you're smart.
And I do like her character design more than I like Cal's character design overall. It's not just because she's a chick.
Thanks. But I'm smart enough to get
You
myself
got
out of
choices.
trouble.
You pay the tax just like
Yeah, it
anyone
says not
else.
Whoa, kid. Let's just
representative
relax.
game quality is early.
You won't make it off to Shara alive.
You give me choices in a game like this, that gets me excited. Tells me that my story can be influenced, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, it's just so hard to like trust Ubisoft trailers because they're like they lie to you all the fucking time.
Yeah. Did it with the division.
That Imperial announcement wouldn't be about you.
We should kill her.
Wanted.
Could be.
I told you not to trust her.
Not the first time we've outrun the Empire.
Oh, is she gonna get on a ship? Let's go.
That's dope.
Yes.
Space combat.
Oh my god, yes. Let's go.
Oh, if there is space combat, that's
no
gonna be an
kidding.
addition. That's definitely gonna be an addition.
It's about to open the map.
Oh no.
We're just taking off.
Cutscene?
Hell yeah.
Oh, you get to fly it. That's
Nice.
It's Starfield.
wow.
And it's No Man's Sky.
It's No Man's Sky. It has
No Man's Sky.
ship mechanics.
Oh, you can take off into space.
Oh, if you can get resources, oh my god, it's over. It's just a No Man's Sky clone.
That transition was dope.
Yeah,
Nothing
it's
on the
sick.
sensors yet.
I mean, that's a low screen that they just did there, but it's dope. I like that.
Anybody
that was a
on
good
the
way to use
sensors
it.
Hey, this is sick, guys.
Okay.
That looks great. Like the outer space,
Got one.
all the debris.
I feel inclined to remind you that we should shake the Empire quickly.
Thanks, I'm working on it.
Reminds me of the Halo Reach section.
Yeah, no, that Halo Reach segment.
Yeah,
it was
Halo
dope.
3 or Halo Reach was a little more stiff than this. I feel like
It was.
Yeah.
That segment was still goat. That was a good
I
time.
love that segment.
And I think you're thinking of Halo 4, but
Now, can we do this whenever we want, or is it a scripted like segment?
I'm thinking of Reach. I know what I'm talking
Let's
about.
jump.
you're talking about that. So for some reason, I was talking about the Pelican. Like that's what I was thinking. But
Yeah.
Oh,
you're talking about the other shit. Yeah.
We made it.
Whoa. That's slick.
This is really dope.
That's slick.
The broker.
I even like the font, the things that pop up on the screen, the Star Wars font, you know?
Hey. Got your new toy.
That character's gonna
So,
sell,
where do we go
gonna
next?
sell plushies like crazy.
Anywhere we want.
Anywhere we want. Is that a clue that we can go anywhere we want, or is it like going to be like a linear focused story plot? You know.
Well, the rumors is an open world game, so
Right. I want to go anywhere I want.
Ooh, I like that. Oh.
An open galaxy game.
How's she gonna handle this? I mean, come on,
because
Ooh,
someone she
yeah.
knows in it.
I love the detail on the environments and the cities and stuff.
The worst part was the everything else was dope.
You'll play it in
for that.
2030. Pong said, "Yep, I'm in." They sold this.
2024.
Yep. Wow, 2024. Let's go.
Well, we
That's
knew
dope.
that.
Did we? Did they already say
Yeah.
2024 to Xbox?
That was at the Xbox.
Was it? Fuck, 2024. That's fucking impressive, guys. Hell to the yes here.
That game was really dope. Really.
I'm looking forward to that. Hey, I know that guy in the blue shirt.
Definitely the most
He's
impressive.
gonna pan back and we'll see through in the audience.
That's why I couldn't be on camera, bro.
That's the end of it. More on Star Wars Outlaws, Prince of Persia, and Assassin's
They
Creed
didn't invite me
Mirage.
on stage last year or the year before that.
Is this another Just Dance segment with the Ubisoft crew?
They're all gonna start dancing. The freeze
I
frame.
mean, we got Assassin's Creed Mirage. Shane.
Is this like this is like the end of Saturday Night Live on the stage right now? All just standing there clapping for each other.
So between Mirage and Outlaw, that was both of those really good.
Yeah.
Solid show. They had some cringe in there, but solid show.
Yeah, very
It
solid.
wasn't as cringe as last year.
I think the Star Wars Outlaws look fucking sick. I think that's a huge, massive get to for Xbox to have the marketing rights on that baby.
Yeah, that's gonna be
for
dope.
next year. So that
Avatar was cool too.
I feel like Avatar. I'm really impressed with Avatar personally. I'm looking forward to it. Assassin's Creed Mirage looked great. I am a little worried about what they showed from Crew Motorfest as far as like the cars and stuff. Like, but besides that, who knows? It could have been the way that the screen was on the screen. You know what I mean? They weren't like giving us direct feed gameplay. You know, Prince of Persia looked really good. Great. This is the best Ubisoft showing in years. That's for damn sure.
Hi, my name is Umberly Gonzalez, and I play K-Vess in Star Wars.
Okay, here we go. Some more.
K-Vess is a thief. She's a scoundrel. She's really good at sneaking around. You know, she's charming and she'll like talk to you, but she's already taking all your things. She isn't perfect at it, but she always seems to get away with it.
Kay really finds herself in a bit of a jam. You know, she's got a bounty on her back and is trying to find work. That's when she starts to really realize, I kind of like this underworld business. I kind of like this world, and she's trying to thrive on it.
She has to survive because nobody else will save her unless it's her. The only person that she has is her companion, Nyx. They're not even human, but that is the closest thing she has to feeling a part of something in the world.
I also think that Nyx, in a lot of ways, is kind of an extension of Kay, both in a gameplay sense or a story sense.
Oh, lost connection. Oh, that sucks. Well, it made it through the main show.
Story, it's also a way for Kay to kind of sense when something's off or see an opportunity or that kind of thing. Really, they're completely connected.
I love that relationship. I'm so excited for people to meet Nyx
I like
because
that.
they're gonna fall in love with him too.
Good use of a companion.
Outlaws
like
takes
companions,
place
man, cute.
right between The Empire Strikes Back and
Sales of
Return
the
of the
Series
Jedi,
X have
so
increased by
it's the Civil
1,000%
War between
on
the Rebellion
Amazon.
and the Empire. That has actually created this.
Well, they got the stock
pocket of
situation fixed
opportunity
finally,
for
supposedly.
syndicates and criminal organizations to rise
France,
up
at
in
least.
that space. We've got the Pikes.
Well,
we've
in
got the
France.
Hutts, we've got
That's
a
what
new
it says.
syndicate that we've crafted for this game called the Ashiga Clan.
Ooh,
And
okay,
one of
the
the
syndicate.
phrases we always held on to was this notion of you live and die by your reputation. So it's really exciting for Kay and hopefully for players.
She's so fearless. You'll see her just go for it, and there's no stopping her, even when there's danger involved. Even when there's fear underneath it, she'll never let you see it.
Hopefully they continue to work on
For
the
a
speeder.
scoundrel
So that's
story,
definitely
I think it's
you
just
have to
because
ask
it's
yourself, when is
for a
enough
showcase
How
that they
far is
programmed,
Kay
they
willing
scripted
to
that
go
ride. Like,
to land
you'll
that
normally
big
be able to
story?
drive it.
And
Just
those are questions
you
she's
could
gonna
tell that it was a
tackle
scripted
through
driving
the whole
sequence there.
story. We worked with Lucasfilm every step of the way in crafting the story, and they were an invaluable partner in helping us create and craft this thing. They were really embracing us with open arms in terms of, hey, we want to focus on the underworld. We want to focus on an outlaw navigating through that space.
That
But
quick draw
we're
moment was
sort
dope.
of
I like-
there
I like
to
that.
help guide and point out, like, hey, here's an opportunity you might not have looked at, or there's a character you might want to consider. So really, it was a partnership through and through.
I feel like this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest franchise of our lifetime. The themes, like everything, has just been a part of our world. And
I like
for
that.
me and
As long as they make
for the
these
world of
worlds,
Star
the different
Wars,
places you go to
I
really
know
feel
that people
alive.
are gonna love this game, not
It's gonna
just
do really well.
for how amazing the gameplay is, but like the story itself. To see a
As
young
long as this game
girl
runs at
become a
60 and
woman
doesn't look
become
like
an
dog shit, I
outlaw.
can
What,
play it.
Are you worried?
No.
Umberlee's energy, her humor, her wit.
As long as I
all
can,
of
I don't
that
have to
really
have
has kind of
DLSS
helped
on
inform the
quality
character.
mode for it to
She
even look
has a
decent.
way of jumping
'Cause
between
was it all for the
that
screen?
matinee action, high stakes tone to shifting to really intimate, really personal performances that make you connect to Kate.
Getting to bring my own heart and then mix it in with that confidence and her toughness and her charm and wit, it's really fun. It makes her very endearing, even though she's a very tough person.
You won't make it off to Shara alive.
Maybe.
And yeah, it kind of feels like she was always meant to be Kay. She informs it in every way.
I love bringing a character like this to life, and it's an honor, honestly, to be a part of this world. It's definitely a dream come true, and I'm still doing it. So literally like about to hop and do a scene right now. So it's all just exciting, and I feel now I'm really locked into the character. The team is amazing, and I feel very supported. And I'm happy that they found
It's so
me, 'cause
crazy
I
how
feel
those
like I was meant
actors
to be
like
in this
really
role.
bring those performances to life. When you're in real life, all this stuff is fake.
Make
You
sure
don't
to
know how
catch
this
me
stuff will be
alongside with some
translated.
developers
You just
and
gotta
cast
act it
members
out and hope for the
at
best.
Comic-Con
So
International
they're always
this July in San
so
Diego.
tough. It's so tough. I was not expecting being able to leave the atmosphere, the ship, traverse and all that. So, yeah.
Hello and welcome to the Star Wars Outlaws official gameplay walkthrough breakdown. I'm Chastity Vicencio with Ubisoft News, and I'm joined by narrative director Naveed Kavari, creative director Julian Garrity, and game director Matthias Carlson, who are going to give us more information about what we saw in the gameplay walkthrough.
Here we go. And this is our first ever introduction to Nyx.
Nyx is a Merkal, a rare and exotic creature whose home planet still remains a mystery. He's got a very curious personality, as you can see here. He can be a bit stubborn.
Love how every
but he
new
has an
creature they
incredibly
come up
strong
is a
bond with
fucking
Kay and
exotic
always
creature that's
follows
only
her
one of them in the fucking galaxy and they
She's
never know where
grown
it
up
came
with
from.
Nyx for most of her life. He's not just a pet, he's family.
I didn't know Nyx was in
Here
this
we
game.
have Kay.
Nyx, you got
First
something to say?
introduction to a brand new scoundrel in this galaxy.
Nick, is that new? Is that news that just came out
On the
recently?
moon of Tashara, which is a hive of
It says the FTC is going to file an injunction to block Microsoft acquisition.
I just put that in the gaming DMs. That's new. They're gonna do it. I
of
think.
the Pike Syndicate. Once she's grabbed
I
it,
think
with the help of
I'm
Nyx,
pretty
she's
sure
gonna
what
turn it in
was
and earn
happening
some
is
much-needed
the CMA told the
So
FTC like,
Pikes
hey, we might
are
have to.
one of the syndicates that we'll be tangling with. In,
Doesn't mean it'll be
Star Wars
granted.
Outlaws. And the Pikes here
No,
are
that's the thing,
borrowing
like,
without
it's-
permission some vehicles from the Empire.
FTC
and
was
Rebels
waiting
and, different people
on
cutting
filing
them up.
it to see what happens with the CMA, and I'm pretty sure CMA is like, hey, we might have to. I don't think we're gonna win this thing, so FTC is trying
Nyx
to move
is
fast.
more than just a lovable and fierce companion. Nyx is a whole bag of tricks in and of himself. You saw him push that button from a distance. He can distract guards. He can attack on command. He can help you with puzzles. He can help you discover secrets as well. He is very much conceived as a symbiotic part of the player's control over Kay.
Yeah, good
and
point,
Nyx.
Pong.
So
Exactly what
we're
Microsoft
really
wanted.
thinking of them
Yep.
together as a whole.
I was just leaving.
So when we meet Kay in the beginning of the game, she knows her way around the blaster. It's not necessarily her first option or primary tool to solve a problem or a situation. However,
Yeah.
as
Microsoft
we
wanted
progress
this
through
in
the
the courts
game and
'cause
its many ever more
it'll give them
dangerous
even more
situations, both
favor,
Kay
yeah.
and the blaster itself will evolve and improve, and you'll
Okay.
soon find it to be a central and very versatile tool for more than just directly taking out enemies.
Okay, we'll figure this out.
And Kay's blaster is very meaningful to her. This blaster has a lot of modules that you can discover, upgrade, and apply to the blaster that allow you to deal with situations in radically different ways.
I hope they change that switching so it's faster than like maybe like
So
make
here I
it the
think we have a
D-pad
very
like you
good
hit up for
example
stun.
of
Yeah.
the type
whatever,
of
you know,
role
stuff
Nyx
like
can
that.
play, even in something like a full-on firefight.
Especially once
where
you get familiar
that
with it.
enemy that we took out.
Yeah, because it looked like
gun,
right there they
and
were
was
like
just
having to
about to
hold
shoot you
a
with,
bumper or
Nyx
something
can,
and then
you
hit
know,
another
slink
button.
down
Like
and retrieve that weapon for you.
I like that
Sometimes best solution is just to get out of there. So ever
That's
since
never
we
my
kicked off this
solution.
project,
I need to
I
fight
know,
him.
collaboration
Yeah,
with
kill
Microsoft,
everybody and then take the shit.
One of the things that they
I'm
were
stubborn
passionate
too. I'll be like,
about,
all right,
of course,
I'm
is
gonna stay here,
authenticity.
try to
One of the things we
kill
were
everybody.
passionate about is bringing something to the galaxy of Star Wars. And one of the biggest things was this moon, Tashara. And Tashara, we developed working very closely with Lucasfilm.
I wonder if I could go
from
way
its
in that distance
vegetation
through there.
to the wildlife to its deep, rich culture. And all of the
I doubt it's
activities
that
that
open.
we
The
can discover during this
Smoky
trailer,
Mountain
and
in the
even
background there
more
looks like it's just a skybox.
like a plate.
One of the key pillars for both Kay the character and for the core gameplay in general in Star Wars Outlaws is what we call a resourceful underdog. Kay is a capable and daring person, and we reflect that in gameplay with you having access to a wide range of actions and abilities, ever growing of course as you play through the game, ranging from stealth to full-on firefights, as we saw here, shooting from, driving your speeder on full speed ahead under fire from enemies.
Graphics
So
definitely
if we
look
can
better
make the
than
player
Avatar.
think like, I can't believe I made it.
Yeah, for sure.
When they just play.
I think
through something,
Avatar is
it's
just
a
harder
success.
because like you have so much like different terrain and type of foliage and colors and all this stuff. And
Even the humans,
We had a saying
I
that
don't
in
know.
the underworld, you live and die
character
by your
themselves, yeah.
reputation. As if a job she takes hurts the syndicate, those opportunities.
It
aren't
seems like there's
available.
more
So her
resources
choices
on
play
this
into
than
how
there
she
are on
experiences
Avatar.
her journey.
Yeah. it
Well,
feels
if
that
you
way.
were
It feels that way.
if you were Ubi Massive and
one of the
Ubisoft,
settlements
which
that
one
we
would you
have
pay more
in
attention
the
to?
game. So
Star Wars for
this
sure,
is a
probably.
tiny
Yeah.
outpost.
The bigger
And there are
IP,
lots of civilizations
more
that
Avatar
live
is
in
Avatar
still
has
in
a
that-
crazy
and
fan
it
base
usually
too, though.
contains a drinking hole.
If it's Star Wars
cantina.
games in,
These
in
are
of
hubs of
themselves
activity
always
too.
sell
So
like
we
crazy,
very
right?
much enjoy
Like
developing
Avatar
how
is
it
a little
would
bit
look
more
and
unknown
feel
with the
and
game
what
space.
sort of vibe that cantina would have.
Wait,
That's true.
But this is just one of many settlements and cities that
It's still
Kate
under
discovered
Disney, though, you know?
across
I
the
don't know.
galaxy. And that includes the capital of Miragana, a city on Tashara filled with corruption and underworld activity.
No.
Okay.
ND5 is a BX commando built by the Separatists and battle-hardened during the Clone Wars. Nowadays, though, he serves as kind of an enforcer droid.
Yeah, this
in the
ABK
underworld.
stuff's getting down to the
Partnered with
nitty-gritty.
Kay as they attempt to
Yeah,
pull
we
off
saw
a
Brad
big,
Smith's.
high-risk job. It's the
He
opportunity
just
of a
put out a
lifetime.
statement.
Not a friend.
Did he?
She can't be trusted.
Yeah, I'll put it in
We
the
can
end.
out here. See you back at the ship.
So various jobs and
Says,
favors for the different.
we welcome the
characters and
opportunity to
factions
present
you're
our
encountering.
case in
They play
federal
an
court.
important role in everything
We
from learning
believe
new things,
accelerating
actually
the legal
unlocking
process
equipment
in
and
the U.S.
abilities
will
to
ultimately
managing
bring
your
more choice and
precious
competition
reputation
to the
in
market.
underworld, which is the key to some of the most lucrative opportunities out there. Important note, though, something that's key to the fantasy of the free scoundrel lifestyle is that you're never in servitude of anyone. You're making your own choices, carving your own path through this world, making a name for yourself.
Job was more complicated than you said, Dunka.
Yeah, the only reason that FTC be doing this is if like Microsoft was about to move to close the deal.
Who she works for, whether it's with syndicates or otherwise,
Yep,
is
it's getting
crucial to
close.
creating a reputation for herself. And then how she approaches those syndicates through those choices is going to be key to gaining bigger and better rewards, whether it's for credits or priceless artifacts.
Wait.
So nothing in the underworld is black and white, and we wanted to reflect that in the choices she makes when taking on jobs. This is one example of many. Does she just hand over what was stolen, keep a cut for herself, lie about how the job went down or the intel she learned? It's really left up to her.
In these scenes where we're going to give a choice to the player, and these choices, there is no wrong answer. There's just ways to weave your own story, ways to change, challenge, increase your reputation with certain factions and syndicates, decrease it, gain an advantage or a different perspective on the story too. So we put a lot of effort in giving the player agency over their own trajectory.
It'd be interesting to see how these
The game
choices
takes
actually
place
affect
in
the
the
story.
original
Yeah.
trilogy era.
Whether there's going to be
The
multiple
Empire is
endings
Yeah.
or whatever the case.
Some kind of
So they're always
branching
living
path
there,
there.
somewhere in the background, ever watchful.
But as you can see here, we want to show a different side.
Saying
to the
says so it's
Empire
like
and how it
Bethesda
intersects
options.
with the
I don't know if it's going to be
underworld
that deep.
means corruption, particularly
No.
on Tashara.
I don't see
Even though it's
Ubisoft going that
Imperial
deep.
run, the local governors and
I
officers.
mean, if they go
lean
that
into
deep, that'd be
corruption
extremely
and have worked out
surprising. Like I would
special
hope so. I
arrangements
would
with the
like that.
syndicates that benefit
It affects the entire game for you. That'd be really dope.
So
but
this is the wanted
I
system.
don't know if
and
they
the
would do
wanted
that.
system is something that's going to be
I don't have
ever
faith
present
that they
within
would
the
do
game.
that. I'll put it like that.
If you
Right.
are court
Good way to put it.
or challenge the Empire, you're going to start
Like
to
what
get
I
wanted.
what I
And if
expect
you
out of Ubi
continue,
or
you
Massive
persist
is
and you do even more actions,
you have this
that
You can have like a
levels
fucking
just
wanted
got
level in
worse.
this game.
towers and stuff.
At the highest levels,
A
the
wanted
Empire
level?
will throw a huge amount of resistance.
That would be
It's
sick.
like
and
fucking
forces
GTA
in your
where you
way.
get 5 stars.
So that's
You get
something
fucking
that you
Stardust
can
Wars.
play
money.
around
Oh, yeah, there
with,
is a
but
little
you're
5-star
best
there.
off trying to avoid as much as possible.
Very important for us in this experience is that there will always be some way for you to de-escalate or escape.
Oh, this is the Trailblazer. Now, if there's one dream that a lot of game developers have, it's to help design a spaceship for Star Wars. And this is our take on that, the Trailblazer.
Yeah, in the top left-hand corner. I just saw
Trailblazer is an
that.
EML
Yeah.
850
Flashing.
light freighter from the
Definitely
Republic
looks like a
era.
wanted level.
But to Kay, this is home. And if you're a scoundrel traveling throughout the galaxy, the first thing you need is a ship. And for Kay, there's none better than the Trailblazer.
So now we're in space.
So,
and you know, one of the things
3
that
stars
was
gets
very
you 4
precious
TIE
to us is
fighters.
having this seamless experience.
At least, I guess. I guess before you jump.
What does it look like that X
spaceship
button does
out of
there?
the atmosphere and into space.
Repair?
In space,
It's a wrench,
repair.
like a crowbar.
Yeah.
B
it's a
looks like
place full of
cannons, A is
opportunities, too.
torpedoes.
So
Or missiles.
we'll be
Yep.
using it for
Right on the
combat,
D-pad, it's
both
hyperdrive.
on an intimate dogfighting level, an epic level with bigger ships, but also for discovery.
I think it's definitely going to be
exploration,
limited
and
space.
special surprises.
Like, can I go back there where that? Well, it looks like I can. Looks like you can.
It's important to hit those classic, iconic notes of Star Wars to remind players of the era that they're playing in, and the fact that the galaxy is something that is wide, diverse, but iconic at the same time. One of the things that is important for us is that every planet that you will visit in this adventure has a distinct profile.
Good,
Not
it's
just
a good point, Shane. Can
very
jump even in
bespoke
combat.
story, but also
Yeah, they got
wildlife,
interrupted. They were trying to jump, and then a
ecosystem,
ship flew in
and
front of them and like
situations
blocked
that
them, so they had to
really
recharge their
radically
hyperdrive.
change from location
That's
to
really dope.
location.
I
And
like that
space is
concept
just
too.
another part of that. So we're trying to develop distinct profiles for every single orbital
Good
region.
time frame too, because friggin' Last Jedi, where they're
We knew from
warping
the start when
or
we set out
following
things
their
Where they
warp
have
drives.
gas
that we wanted to offer
in
that
space.
full seamless experience.
Like,
Sitting in the cantina, in a city on a planet surface, jumping on your own speeder, driving to your own ship, and as we just saw, seamlessly flying into space is something that we are incredibly pleased.
Do you
and happy and
seamlessly
excited that
fly
we're able to
into
actually offer.
the atmosphere too for the planet?
Really enjoyed making this, and
That's sick.
can't wait.
Like
for
leaving
you to
space is
experience
like
a new
going
Star
to
Wars
space. That's
adventure.
cool, but like you just
Well,
say
you probably have
things,
some kind of space dock you have to land at.
maybe that's like a cutscene later.
Yeah.
I think the cutscene is the clouds.
This is sick.
I think
I'm sold, man.
It does look next gen. I agree with you there, Sam. It looks like it's current gen.
Ubisoft got a lot of stuff.
Or the fucking.
Did I survive? Yeah.
All right,
Survivor.
I don't want to keep watching this whole long after
Yeah,
show.
we don't have to.
But like, hey, they got a lot of good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Coming. This is kind of like what Xbox needed to do with like showcasing lots of their games. Finally, like Ubisoft did that finally at their show too. Like Ubisoft had games coming soon to look forward to finally again, right? And leading into next year even. So they did a great job between this coming next year in January, right? And then we got Star Wars in 2024 if it actually hits. You know, it's Ubisoft, so it's gotta put that out there. You got Avatar hitting December, right?
Maybe it's Ubisoft.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And then what was the other one coming this year? Crew Motorfest as well. So that's what 4 games within the next within around a year and a half or so. Assassin's Creed this year as well, so that's 5.
Assassin's Creed.
Prince of Persia's January.
Yeah, so that's like 5 games within the next like 18 months or so on the schedule from them. That's a pretty good pace. It's like one every 3 months.
XDefiant
roughly,
is this
or
summer.
4 months. XDefiant's gonna launch. When it gets closer to like September or whenever these games start dropping, might be time for me to get my Ubisoft Plus.
Yeah, it'll definitely be well worth it for sure.
It'll just save me some money because a lot of these games I would be planning on buying, you know. And then a game like Crew Motorfest, like I would be like, if it doesn't hit, you know.
Yeah,
you know, then you can cancel your subscription if you want to, re-sign up next game that drops, whatever. But this is like what they needed to do. The show like was formatted. You still had your cringe in there, your ultra cringe stuff, like leading off with the Just Dance things, and then you had your mobile stuff, and then you had your
the format was better. It's just they
Netflix
didn't
segment
execute on it because they had too much talking bullshit. But
I feel like that nobody got excited for that Netflix show, you know. So they had that whole segment or whatever. But other than that, I much preferred this format for their show than what they did the last couple of years, right? They came out, they showed a trailer, they came out, they talked about it, then they showed some gameplay, right? And then they moved on to something else. I think that was pretty good. So anyway, overall, how did you guys feel about Ubisoft?
That Crew game is game of the year.
Oh God,
it's gonna be better than Horizon. Right?
Yep, better than
better
Horizon.
than Motorsports this year.
Yep, both.
Oh, both of them at the same time. Yeah, we're right here first. 3-bit.
3-bit. Give them a grade, quick.
Grade. Are we doing grades or scores?
That's score.
Whatever.
1 to 10.
I'm gonna give it. It was above average, so I'm gonna give it like a 6.
Okay.
It's slightly above average for me, just because like there were some things in there that wasn't necessary for me, but
yeah.
Prince of Persia looked great. I love those type of games where you master it over time, and the combat looked pretty solid. Assassin's Creed Mirage, I'm glad they're finally going back to the formula. We need to kind of celebrate them for that, because for so long they've been gearing away from what I loved about the Assassin's Creed franchise, and they're going back to their roots. There's a lot of games that are going away from stealth and just trying to get your attention with like action. And
yeah,
Ubisoft, what I know Ubisoft for is their stealth. It's their mechanics like that. So to me, that upped the score alone.
Right.
And then Star Wars looked freaking solid. That's a game coming from their studio. So I give it like 6.5 even, because Avatar looked pretty great too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a solid show. There was some things in there, like some of the talking. I'm like, oh, okay, but I thought it was solid. I thought it was a solid show.
Right on. What about you, Steele?
For me, I'd probably give it I'm gonna give it a 7.5. The pacing was all right. One of the main negatives that I'm gonna have, that I do have, is going to be Skull and Bones. Like, at some point, you have to show people what the gameplay truly is, right? You can't be shy about it. You keep delaying this game. Why should people be
another
excited
closed
about
beta was just announced?
Well, we've had 45-minute like game dev walkthroughs and stuff of that game. We've seen it. It's just
but it's just. And then they keep making changes to it, and and adjusting it. So it's just like, at what point do you finally stand on, okay, well, this is the product, this is what we're trying to release, and they go.
They gave a release date this time?
No, they said beta August.
Just beta again.
Yeah, the Rayman beta.
Oh no, Nick. So when I'm talking about Rayman, see, I can't talk about that. But anyway, the other thing too is that why I'll give it that 7.5, because Avatar this time around did impress me more than it did originally, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are some things that are still off about it. Mav did make some good points as far as like Avatar having the lush worlds. There is a lot of detail that's in there, especially I just recently watched Way of Water, so it's kind of like I'm picturing that in my mind, them trying to translate it over. My main worry is just massive being consistent in what they're trying to sell you, because again, I do feel quite burnt by what they've done with the Division. It's been hot and cold a lot of the time, so we'll see about that. Co-op coming, I wasn't expecting that in that Avatar game, so that's going to add another level of immersion, and I think is going to be really dope. I mean, I like the concept of the game, so we'll see. Prince of Persia, again, I like platformers, but I won't typically like just play them or whichever the case, because there's so many other games to play, and time is always going to be a thing. But I like the way the game looked. The combat looked dope. If there was one I was going to jump into, I definitely want to try it out to see what it's looking like.
Yeah.
Mirage, again, that was dope. Took us back to the roots. I'm interested. I'm definitely interested in that. I want to see how that's going to fall through. And then Outlaw definitely took the cake for me. Looks much better, at least 4 times better than Jedi Survivor. Again, nothing against Jedi Survivor. I loved that game, but this one, they're just taking a different aspect. You're not a Jedi, or you're not a Sith either. It's that in between, right? You're more so like an outlaw or whatever, like as the name intends. So, and I like that concept, and the idea of being able to control your story or have decisions that inflect your story, is really interesting. And I wasn't expecting to be able to go into space like that. I thought it was going to be similar to Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor, where you get in a ship, you pick a place, and you go there, and then boom, you load in, and then that's pretty much it. But it's really dope. I like the concept they're going for that too. So yeah, 7.5, I would give it for sure.
Yep.
Right on, man. Sounds good. Solid scores for both of you. Good thoughts. Jasper, you're up.
5.5.
5.5.
Woo.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's better than what I usually give their shows. Usually their shows are like a 2, so they're improving. They started off strong, like their first like 2 games, they came out pretty strong with it, but then like the whole like middle of the show was just fucking a waste of time for me. I don't know. Just like the middle of the show, it slowed down, it killed the whole pacing for me. Yeah, but we had great games. Star Wars Jedi is obviously the highlight. I wish we got more XDefiant. I know a lot of people don't like that game, but I wish they would have kind of give us a little more about that.
Oh yeah, forgot about that game.
Assassin's Creed Mirage, I'm finally coming back to Assassin's Creed franchise, so that's great. Avatar, I'm a little iffy on. Something about it seems like almost too good to be true with like the way they were presenting it. But we'll have to just wait and see on that game. Other than that, yeah, it's just better Ubisoft show than usual. They still have a lot to improve for me, but
you think it's the best one?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like another Ubi that was like decent, and I can't.
Last year, from what I remember, was decent. I think
like I said, usually they're like a 2 for me. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, all right, fair enough. 5.5, 6.5, and a 7.5. I'm gonna actually be a little bit off the wall here from the rest, and I'm gonna give them an 8.
Ooh.
I'm gonna give them an 8 because I have to put it into perspective.
5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm not going 8.5 though. I'm gonna give them an 8 because I have to put it in perspective of what it is, and this is a Ubisoft showcase, right? And for me, this is about as good as I think a Ubisoft showcase could possibly be, and that's also somewhat of an insult, but it's also just putting it in perspective. Like they have what they have in their pipeline, and they have to show those games, and I feel like they did the best job of that they could do. I do agree with Jasper, like the middle sections of the stupid Skull and Bones performance song, the Netflix commercial, the mobile games, like take that chunk out of it, and then if we just had the other segments, which I don't think they did a great job with the Crew Motorfest one, because they didn't really show us great just direct gameplay for that like they did some of the other games. I liked their formatting of that, right? So again, trailer, present game, show gameplay. I liked that, right? So and that was and what they did that they did that for the big games, right? So that's what I cared about. So comparatively to the past Ubisoft shows, this was astoundingly better than that. So to put in perspective of grading a Ubisoft press conference, right, or a publisher's press conference, not a platform holder. This is not an Xbox. This is not PlayStation. And this isn't even a big third-party showcase like for Summer Game Fest, where just tons of random stuff. This is specifically Ubisoft, right? I think they did about as good as they could, right? So I'm gonna give them an 8. And for getting rid of their, also just thank God they didn't have what my prediction said and have that horrible format they had the last couple of years. The awkwardness, let's get rid of all that shit. The Netflix guy, never have him back.
They didn't even add your Splinter Cell, man. If you're gonna give it 8 without Splinter Cell,
that game.
Well, if I saw Splinter Cell, that would be on another level,
I know.
But they never have the Netflix guy back. He just completely was annoying and ruined that whole segment.
I appreciate them getting Just Dance out of the way right off the rip, so I don't have to.
Yeah, yeah, that was good. And they didn't even show the game; they just showed some dancing.
Yeah, they didn't show the awkward rooms or anything. Like, you know, the this weird CG room, and then they talk for a million years, and then the format was decent. Like, it was okay. There could have been less talking.
Yeah,
honestly,
for sure. Always at a Ubisoft show, there could be less talking. They like to talk.
Yeah.
And they like to highlight their devs and stuff like that. You know, they treat them like shit behind the scenes, and they like to put them on stage in front of everybody.
Yeah, that's how it works.
But overall, like, I like this better than what they did before. Pong said that the Assassin's Creed roadmap show was really good. I agree. I liked that a lot. That gave us a lot of information, you know, and a lot of good insight as to what the future holds there. But the rest of that show leading up to that sucked ass. So if they had just separated the Assassin's Creed thing and its own thing, that would have been amazing. But yeah, other than that, this is what it is, you know. So we got a 5.5, a 6.5, a 7.5, and an 8. Averages it out to about a 7, probably somewhere around there. And way more enjoyable to watch. I'm glad we covered it. Tonight is the Capcom showcase, and that is starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. So we are actually going live with that at
5:30 if it's 6 Eastern, right?
5:30 Eastern time, and we will bring you that. I'm excited because they revealed a new game at Xbox's showcase as well, just like Ubisoft did. There's a chance maybe we'll see that. Also, we have we know that Dragon's Dogma 2 is going to be there, so lots to look forward to with Capcom as well. So we'll see y'all tonight. But hey, let's get everybody out of here. 3-Bit, tell everybody where they can find you, bro.
Appreciate the invite. This was a fun show. There's some things in there I'm definitely gonna get. Whether or not I play anything after Starfield is debatable. But we'll see.
Yeah,
Starfield's gonna take up my time. You guys can follow me on Twitter at i3bit. I'm on FSP on not this Monday, but maybe next Monday. I don't know what we're doing. But appreciate everybody. It was a fun show.
Yeah. We're not doing FSP tonight for sure. Yeah. After these 2 shows we're doing. Steel Rain, tell everybody where you find you, bro.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I may be back later on, depending on what's going on, to tune in for the Capcom show. If these fine gentlemen will have me, probably more than likely they will. But nonetheless, sure. Capcom's going to be exciting later on. Again, hopefully we see some interesting things there. But nonetheless, you can find me, Steel Rain, the T is a 7. You just type it in Google. It's the easiest place. And other than that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in with us. Hopefully you found some things that, you know, that were appealing to you. But nonetheless, y'all have a good one. We'll see you guys later. And thank you guys for having me.
Yeah. Thanks, Steel. Appreciate you as always, bro. Jasper.
You can follow me at Lord Jasper on Twitter and Lordmaster Jasper on YouTube. Yeah, then Monday, Friday, 10 o'clock right here. FSP, not 10 o'clock tonight. We're going to 5:30 for the Capcom show. That's pretty much where I'm at. So, yeah.
Right on. Everybody, see you later for Capcom. Have a good one.
Peace.
Bye, yo.
Where's my button?